Hello and welcome, everybody. Yes, blah indeed. Hello and welcome, everybody, to Dice Fables Curse of Strahd. I am Spencer. I'll be your DM for this evening / afternoon / midday / morning / middle of the night / wherever you are in the multiverse. Hello and welcome. I am joined today by my dear and beloved friends. We have Abby up here in the top corner of the Discord call, playing... I never have it open to the right page. There we go. Diana Lothryn, our reliable resident good Drow and Maiden of Illustrate, Diana Lothryn. We have, who's next? Habiki. Habiki is playing Ireena Myth, yes, our avenging general and frost maiden of the Ten Towns. Not Illustrate. That's Diana. And then we have Mia playing our Rory Farron, our rambunctious reservoir of Lathander's holy light. And we have Riley playing Volk Moonchild, our inscrutable but miraculous menagerie.
What's sorry, if you wanna make me illustrate Illustrate, I'm all down for it.
Not yet. We're not quite a god tier level of play. That'll be level 20.
Very important. It is not Rory Farron.
It's not Rory Farron.
I'm sorry, I have to update that. You're right. It's Rory Aurora.
Yeah.
The most.
Yeah, I can't believe
the most syntactically pleasant name to say. I need to cross that out. Farron is dead. Long live Aurora.
And my name is different too.
You're right.
Because I
forgot that as well.
Now.
You're Volk Moonwise. I am the worst DM.
Oh,
I forget all the things.
Nice.
But
it's good because then I'm being reminded of stuff that I missed.
Yeah. So last time, Volk had a nice Socratic dialogue with their mother, and they achieved adulthood in Fey terms, and so now are their own person, fully grown and mature as an entity. But beyond that, what happened last time? We have one person who wasn't here, and we have possibly people listening who. Honestly, this is a hard to follow story, so what happened last time?
We carried on up to Agenbost Hall, where we met some... we scouted out the place. We saw that there was one of the revenants just kind of keeping watch out up front. We decided, rather than trying to bust down the front door, we'd go around the side where the walls had all been destroyed, I believe, in like a previous battle with Strahd, probably. The room that went into was infested with giant magical spiders, who were invisible until they moved. We managed to rescue, I believe his name is Gideon.
Godfrey.
Godfrey. Sorry, I'm getting all the Elden Ring names mixed up. Godfrey. We rescued him. We finished off the spiders, and then over a short rest, we had a conversation with him where he explained to us how all of his brethren had lost their purpose and how he wanted to bring that back to them. I think he told us his former companion, who he called his brother, was on the top floor. I'm bad with names. I didn't write it down. It's like a V.
Yeah, Vladimir. So he has called him his lover, and their the knighthood was his brother's. It would be a little weird if he thought of Vladimir as his brother for reasons. Of a romantic matter.
His boyfriend / husband, Vladimir.
Yeah.
He said he had a speech about the best words a man can say. He told us a bit more about Agenbost, how he was so great before even knowing he was a dragon. So,
Yep.
Yeah. And I think our plan is to fight towards the mortuary to get, it's a different...
go to the mausoleum.
But fight if necessary, but hopefully just sneak.
Hopefully.
We are carrying a massive solid silver skull, so sneaking is probably off the table for us. Just the scraping of that thing against the ground.
Yeah.
pretty much the idea was bring the
Well-
skull back, light the beacon, maybe, and go and pretty much beat the shit out of, how was he called?
Vladimir.
Vladimir.
Yeah.
Yes.
Also, Godfrey wasn't quite sure what Vladimir's plans are, but he knows he hates Strahd more than anything, and all he wants to see is Strahd suffer. And so, previous times
He
when
wants
Strahd
to
has
bring
been
back
defeated,
so he can suffer.
yeah, previous times when he's been defeated, they haven't really been in a position to really advance their power at all. They've just sort of been a thorn in Strahd's side. But he suspects that Vladimir sees this as an opportunity to sort of one-up him and sort of get more of a leverage on being a jailer here in Barovia.
He wanted to collect all the artifacts so he could become the god of Barovia, right?
Yeah, because he wants to torture Strahd forever.
Yeah.
Jerk.
Yeah, that's bad. Because
Also,
I want
Godfrey,
to be the god of Barovia.
yeah.
He stole my thing.
Godfrey did mention to Ireena that he remembers in the time since you last met him, he regained some more of his memories, and he remembered killing one of Ireena's or Tatiana's first reincarnations, which he deeply regrets. And that was the moment at which, when they killed that Tatiana, he realized that this wasn't going anywhere. Like this vengeance thing, they were doing more harm than was ever done to them in the first place, and he needed to be better. Which is when he started his campaign to restore his brothers. Yeah, it's almost like when you set out for revenge, you dig 2 graves first.
Oh.
Yeah.
Or do not repay evil with evil, but repay evil with good, so that you may receive the blessing of your Father in heaven. Or something. I don't know. Sorry, Ratty.
Some of the few things they actually manage to not fuck up when they teach stuff.
Yeah. Not that any of them follow.
It is a very rare occurrence.
Yeah. Christians not following the actual words of the Bible? When does that ever happen?
No, it's quite simple.
Every single Christian.
You just follow the words that you like. It's that easy.
No, you
the
interpret
ones
the
which
rules
are-
in a way that you like,
Hey,
and
here
then
we
you
are.
follow them.
I love the ones that are just like ragging on other Christians for for like picking and choosing, but they're also picking and choosing.
Oh yeah.
They all
The
do.
best ones.
So picking and choosing your own morality. I'm making this up as I go along. So let's get going on. You guys have taken your short rest in the ruins of the stable house.
Also, we don't need to carry. We don't need to carry the skull. I can hold it and then wild shape,
That's true.
and then it's vanished into hammer space.
Oh, okay.
The magic of wild.
So
shape.
Volk's gonna do that.
Volk is a literal walking bag of holding.
Yeah, they are a cat. They are a flying cat.
Okay. I'm definitely suspecting there will be something in the mausoleum because it's Barovia and there's dead people.
That's pretty right. You do know this place already as well. You've seen ghosts of Strahd's soldiers wandering around. They're harder to see because there's sunlight now, but there are ghosts around, which may be relevant.
So I think we still, even though Volk could just fly over the walls, it's probably safest if we all just go together.
All right.
Yeah. But we're going to be slightly more sneaky without a giant skull.
Yeah.
Yes. I will cast Pass Without Trace.
That is an excellent plan. How many people does that affect again?
As many
6.
people that
Many
can fit in a
people.
30-foot radius.
Well, that would certainly be our currently 5 party members plus Godfrey.
Yeah.
So this will work.
We
Also,
need to add.
I'm going to drop
I-
your PCs on the map, Mia, just in
Yeah,
case
Mia.
you don't have a full Roll20 setup going on your little dinky laptop.
I mean, I'll have it.
I'm on the
Just
laptop
switching
too,
for the character
and I have Roll20.
Like, I just don't know where we are at the moment.
Oh, that's fair.
We're at the
very
bottom
bottom
of
cell.
the
This is a
map.
massive map.
Yeah.
I didn't bother going
Oh
around,
my!
and
Oh, I
showing you.
just noticed how I just thought there were no tokens on there.
Nope,
No,
they're
they're
very
just
small. They're very small.
Jesus.
I
Yeah, I'm
did
gonna,
reduce this to
zoom
as
in a bit.
small a resolution as possible, so we should still be able to load it. But yeah, massive maps, and I didn't feel like breaking them up to do 2 of them.
I'm gonna put I don't know if you can see it, but I'm gonna put my current height, my current altitude in the blue circle.
Okie doke. This works.
I don't know it. I might be the only one who can see that. But
I can see it. If I want to click on your token.
Cool.
I can see it as well, 25.
Yeah.
All right.
You can see the
Shall we-
25?
How are we going
I
to
can't
approach
see
this?
anybody else's little circles.
I think
this
I
way.
think we'll just have. Right, I don't know. We'll just sneak through, I suppose, going
Okay.
through this room.
Through the manor
this
it is. All right.
Why don't we go around?
Because there's a fence, a gate. I could. Yeah.
We can climb over the fence.
It is
There are
only
ways to
about
get
8,
over it.
it is only about 7 or 8 feet tall.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's not
Okay,
even a
yeah,
privacy
easy
fence.
to
You can
climb
see right
over.
through it.
Yeah, it feels
Yeah.
It feels like it's easy to climb over a fence. So yeah,
let's
no,
try
my
climbing up.
my suggestion is we go around. Less chance of, interacting with anything.
Very fair. Yeah, you sneak around. With your plus 10, would everybody please make stealth checks for me as you're sneaking about?
I managed to zoom in, and I can't manage to zoom out
Oh no.
because I'm bad at laptop controls.
Roll 20's broken.
No, it's not Roll20, it's me.
Mia is broken.
Like I'm struggling with unzooming the website.
I can drag Ireena.
I
All right,
I will
Volk.
have to get a mouse.
Stealth is a dexterity stat, so that depends on my cat.
Oh, also,
That is a 38 from Danny.
Jesus effing Christ. That is ridiculous.
Okay, stealth plus 4.
I
And
did
then
add
also
I did add a
plus
curse form
10.
for you, Hibiki, for Ileena. So when things happen, I have made rules and a character sheet for Helena's curse form now. Hibiki might have disappeared again.
Yeah, he
Okay,
put in chat that he'll be right back.
Plus 10 is 23.
All right. That is not too shabby. I imagine Ileena is also going to be pretty well because she's got a 14 in dex. Let's see. Stealth. Oh, it's disadvantage.
Oh,
So that's a 14.
that's 14. Yeah, damn.
And then I'll do some for Mia and Ireena if you're still having computer troubles.
Yeah, for some reason, like it is not actually the zoom. Oh, okay, so it was just for some reason the chat was closed. Okay. I got control back, it's fine.
Ooh. Well, are you
Man.
heavy armor, Mia?
Struggling so much with a laptop. Meanwhile, I'm on a laptop every
Why
week.
is Rory in heavy
I
armor?
No, I'm struggling because I'm laying in bed and I didn't have a
Because
mouse.
she's a cleric now.
But is she in heavy armor?
I'm also in bed.
Oh, you did it for me? Yeah,
I
yeah,
do
I'm in
have
heavy armor because I am in medium armor,
I
but
do
it
have
counts
a
as
mouse.
disadvantage.
Gotcha.
I like her also roll the 5. I thought you rolled for Ireena.
Oh yeah, we both rolled a 5. Look at that. Ireena might do better.
It is fated.
It is fated. Yeah, that's a 20.
Yeah, look at that.
Because Ireena's in the Sergei's Love, which is heavy, I believe. It's the medium. So it would count as the disadvantage. Am I remembering that correctly? Anyway. With a
It's
14
half plate plus 1.
and a 15, you're still well above the perception check of these guys, I believe. Fallen Knight. What is their passive? Passive would be a 14. Yeah, so you guys are fine. With the average, you guys are well beyond. So you
Yeah,
guys,
especially with that 38.
yeah. Abby really dragging the whole stealth thing up.
You're welcome, guys.
Yes. So
Amazing.
Diana pulls ahead of the pack, and Diana, you reach the iron bars first. You can see as you pass by the church here that within there are two knights who are kneeling in front of the altar within. The stained glass windows themselves depict saints in various supplications. Within, you see there is an altar with two braziers on either side and a little effigy of a sun with a symbol of a dragon flying above the sun.
Ooh.
Beyond the iron gates, which you are looking through, you see there's a cemetery beyond. The graves within are not well rested. Almost all of them have been dug up several times and been repurposed several times. In addition, right in front of the mausoleum, you see that there is another fallen knight who is currently engaged in combat with a ghost, which you can just barely see in the sunlight. But they are currently engaging in a sword fight with one another.
Ooh.
So this is what you
Alright.
see. Nobody seems to have noticed you at this point.
I'll guess I'll try vaulting over the fence, like climbing over it.
In that case, I would like everybody to roll initiatives, please, since we are going to be entering into combat proper.
Alright.
I'll wait for everyone to catch up before I do that.
Well, you will
I'll let
probably go
everyone get
first,
up.
I imagine.
Probably.
Alright, initiative
+7?
is...
Never mind, I remember.
Yeah, I add my wisdom modifier to my initiative.
What's initiative?
That would be
Initiative is dexterity,
check,
right?
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so that means I'm using the cats.
Yes, this is based on how
Okay.
fast you can react to combat having started, which it shall as soon as Diana's over the fence.
I
Probably.
don't think I use... Oh, there's just a straight up number for that. Okay, there's a button for initiative.
Yeah, there
wonderful.
is.
I don't have to figure
There
it
you go.
out.
All right, so we have one for Rory. We have one for... Oh, Mia didn't change your character sheet.
5.
We have one for Volk. We
Wow.
have one for...
I did, but it is not on the...
Oh, the name for this guy is wrong, too. Why does it keep
But
doing
the-
that?
It's the token that is fucked.
Yeah,
you will
the
have to do the token.
Yeah, because the token for the Phantom Warrior is broken, too. Should just
You
be
would
Phantom
have to
Warrior.
change the-
That addendum isn't needed. There we go.
Give me a moment.
Well, we don't see the names of the other tokens. I can only see the names of tokens I control.
Yeah, same.
We can see the name. It depends on the settings, yeah.
All right.
I changed the token name to Aurora. You would have to save the token as the new standard token for it to actually appear in the next time.
That's
Which
Mine
doesn't really matter much.
changed.
Well, I believe that's
That's odd
everybody.
because mine changed.
Oh, I need to do one for Hibiki since Hibiki's not here.
No, I'm back. I'm
You're back,
ready
you're
to
back,
do
you're
this.
back. Oh, and you already rolled one for yourself. Very good. I'll roll one for Godfrey as
Yeah.
well, since he is going to be in this fray.
If you want Spencer,
Yes.
I can control Godfrey, is if you want less
Less to do.
stress on
Management.
yeah.
Ooh, we don't have one from Diana yet. Or at least you weren't clicked on your token when you rolled it. So I can add your initiative here real quick. Also, thank you, Hibiki. I will allow you.
All right, thank you.
And as expected, Diana goes first.
Okay. Have they spotted me yet?
No, he is currently engaged in the fight with the ghost. You imagine they're currently engaged in that. You are not invisible with Pass Without a Trace, but
Yeah.
once you pass by their eyesight, they will probably notice you.
Okay, I guess I'm going to get up on the fence, and if they don't notice me, I'll probably wait for everyone else to get up. Actually, how much movement would it take to get up on the fence?
This is only it's like I said, about 8 feet tall, so it would be very little
Okay.
effort for somebody as athletic as you to just hop over. So it'll be difficult terrain, so extra 5 feet of movement to hop over.
Okay. Do I see anything like around this area? Because I'm worried about running in on my own.
Yeah. All you can see from your vantage point atop of the fence is the two people fighting there. You see the dragon mausoleum in the corner here with the stone face of it closed shut, and then a bunch of dug up graves You don't see anybody else in here. You don't see any other signs of combat, honestly.
All right.
It's also bizarre.
In that case, yeah.
It's also a bit bizarre because you don't hear any shouts of combat from the two people in the corner over here. You don't even really hear any exclamations of pain. There's just wheezes and clanking and the whistling of weapons, edged weapons in the air. It's like hearing a Foley track from an action film without any of the voiceover. It's a bit bizarre and unsettling.
I think I'm going to move through the graves, and unless they look towards me, acknowledge my presence, I don't think I'm going to do anything.
That's very fair. You can absolutely approach, and they do not seem to pay you any mind at the moment.
God, this is so difficult, because I'm thinking if these guys can just stay in combat for a while, we can get past, but if they stop, we'll have to deal. You know what, I'm just going to attack the Revenant.
Okay. So you have slunk your way through the graves. You approach from the side. At this point, the Revenant will notice you, but he is so focused on the ghost at the moment. He hasn't turned towards you to engage you, but he is clearly guarding this door from the encroachment. And you can see, now that you're a little bit closer, there are rapidly fading remains of other ghosts that this Revenant has been killing as they've been assaulting the mausoleum here.
Okay. I think I'll just go in for him then. I have my flaming swords, my dread ambush, and disguise undead. So I get.
You are a whirlwind of death. Yes, you certainly hit.
Yeah.
So that's going to be a 21 damage, if I did the math there
21.
Right.
Yep.
And since some of that is fire, he's going to take disadvantage on the next round. On the next attack.
Nice.
Oh, that shouldn't be advantage. Sorry. So.
Oh, that's okay.
It's
13
just a
will miss.
13 on that one.
Unfortunate. Because these things have they're wearing broken chainmail that is partially spectral in places, so their AC is only a 15.
Okay. Then 2 more.
So your last
So
one will
17
hit for 14 damage. So yes, you can see that the fire dances across his body. Nothing on him ignites, but you can see that where the slashes went through, the fire causes the flesh to sort of seize up, almost like it's offended by this warmth that you've introduced to this creature's ecosystem. And this undead now is turning to you with anger in its face. It's deep sunken eyes.
I spent 35 movement to get there. I have 50 on the first turn, so I'm going to move 15 feet back.
Okay. And you do not provoke opportunity attacks, so you are good to go. There is, yes. You did have a long rest. Wait, did you have a long rest between the wedding and now?
We had a short rest.
You had a short rest.
No.
You had 2 short rests.
I don't think we had... No, we did
Between
have...
the wedding? No, between the wedding, because we
just left.
rested over as we travelled.
Yeah.
Yeah, because this is the same day as the wedding. The wedding was this morning.
Yeah,
Yeah, this is like...
yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
this is like 4 o'clock, I think is what I said last time, or 3 o'clock. You've passed the noon point.
Yeah.
You're headed towards dinner.
If we'd had a long rest, I would have chosen different spells.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, because I'm very low in hit dice. So yeah, we didn't take a long rest.
So if you want to do short rest stuff real quick, Mia, you would have had 2 opportunities.
I don't have anything that would charge some short rest. That is not already charged.
Okay.
Everyone?
Well, this is all acceptable. Godfrey's turn. So, Ireena, you know a little bit about Habiki, you know a little bit about Godfrey. I will say, in terms of the type of person he is, I imagine you can probably get a handle on who he is. He is a person who prioritizes healing and taking care of people first and foremost. His abilities are intended to reflect that. So, what do you think Godfrey would do in this situation? Take it away.
All right. If you give me I don't think I have access to the sheet yet.
I messed that up. There we go. He is now an NPC on your side, so you can move him and play with his character sheet. Sorry.
Alright. Yeah, no problem.
Yeah.
Okay, he has no more...
So he is a mix of a Oath of the
Ooh.
Crown and an Oath of Devotion Paladin. He has some abilities from both. He has 3 uses of his... what's the word? Channel Divinity per day, which he uses for his either Divine Allegiance ability or Turn the Tide ability, his bonus action or his reaction. With his reaction, he can basically take... No, I'm sorry. Divine Allegiance is his aura. So he can do that as much as he wants. But Turn the Tide he can only use 3 times a day because that's his Channel Divinity. But seeing as he's not a full paladin anymore, that's all he can really do. He also has limited spellcasting at the moment because he doesn't have a focus. So Swear Vengeance is the only thing he has access to from his spell list.
Oh, okay.
Because Swear Vengeance is an innate ability for revenants.
Alright. Yeah. How much use of Turn the Tide does he have left? 3?
3. He gets them on a short rest.
Okay. I think he'll... how much will it be to hop over the fence?
5 feet of movement.
Okay, then I think he'll get there, yeah. So that
Alright.
Diana is in his aura.
All right. So he hops over and takes up a defensive stance.
Yes, exactly.
And he will call out to the rest of you, and he will say, "Take heart, friends. We are nearly there. We need only return his skull. And I know my brethren will remember their oaths."
I so much hope so. Well, yeah, I think that's gonna be his turn, and now
That
it's
is
my
his turn.
turn.
Ileena's turn is next.
I think I'll be standing here. So, the Spectral Warrior.
Yes,
So both are still alive, right?
they are.
Or only... Yeah, okay. Do they seem hostile to us for now?
Well, the Revenant certainly is looking at Diana with the stink eye, but they are fighting each other, primarily. Make a perception check.
Alright. Perception?
Now that things have begun moving.
I feel like alive is a relative term.
True. So with a 14, yeah, you wouldn't notice anything just yet.
Okay.
But something
I
has changed
think
in the
I-
situation. You get a sense
I
that
will-
something has changed.
Okay. I will cast Aura of Life.
All right. So a life-preserving
So-
energy radiates from you in an aura with a 30-foot radius. Until the spell ends, the aura moves with you centered on you. Each non-hostile creature in the aura, including you, has resistance to necrotic damage, and its hit point maximum can't be reduced. That is an excellent spell for a world populated
And
by vampires.
That's amazing.
When they go to 0, you regain 1 each. If you go to 0 at the start of your turn, you automatically regain
Yeah.
1 hit point.
This is excellent.
It is really good at up to 10 minutes, so you can potentially go through like after castle.
Yeah, let me.
Yeah,
If
so-
you can make the aura show. I've put the yellow aura to be. Oh wait, let me make
How
it silver.
do I make it for everybody? Everybody can see it. There we go.
Oh, doesn't set to silver. So
I
sad.
should add one for Godfrey as well.
Haha. I've set the aura silver now,
Nice.
because it's fitting.
I'll do a slightly darker gray one for Godfrey's aura.
Alright. Looks good.
Beautiful, beautiful. That is hard to differentiate.
Yeah, maybe do like a blue or something.
So, Ileena, you have hopped up onto the fence. You have cast the spell that you are now concentrating on. Is there anything else Ileena would like to do on her turn?
No, I don't think so, because that's kind of everything for me. So I think that's gonna be it for now.
So you remain balanced on the fence. The very spiky iron fence under your feet, like a giant fork. Good to know.
Yep, exactly.
So Mia, you and Ireena will be up next. Actually, since Habiki, since you and Godfrey have basically the same initiative track,
We can use the same. I'll use
Same
the same
turn?
initiative for both.
Alright.
Sure.
Thank you.
No problem.
So, Mia, Rorina's turn.
You,
Oh god.
Ireena will go on the fence. Like, try to climb over. I guess you can climb over.
Yeah, it's not a
More
difficult
movement.
climb. There's lots of crossbars. It's cast iron.
She
Lots of handholds.
used a dash to go here.
All right. She has set herself
Rory's
up.
gonna fly up on top of the little bars here, and is gonna try to get a better idea of the battlefield, because
Yeah.
radiant damage is bad against the revenants, and
Yes,
that's the only thing she can
they
use.
can
So
use it
she
to
will
heal.
check.
Yeah, so why don't you
Yeah,
roll your
I
perception
will-
check?
It is at advantage because it's visual.
You are
Because I
correct.
still have that thing. Yeah, a decent 31.
Yeah, a 31. That's not a small check at all. You can tell that the revenants that were at the altar have heard the altercation and are currently getting up from their position. However, they were surprised by this, so they will join the initiative count on the next combat round. So they will be joining the fray. As for out here, the ghost and the revenant that are at the mausoleum, they're both about half health at this point. So they're pretty rough.
That's good to hear.
More coming, so if you want to continue this, you might want to wrap this one up fast. And that's my turn.
That's
Because
that's
Rory
really-
can really not do much here.
Yes, being a cleric, there's not much you can do against
Imagine.
cleric resisting revenants.
I
This-
can poke them with my silver rapier, and that's it.
True. This revenant will not regenerate this turn, and since it has taken fire damage, it will have disadvantage on its first attack. So this revenant will, seeing that Diana is out of range and that the ghost is still within range, this revenant is going to attack the phantom warrior. So he is going to stab it twice with his sword. 24 and a 16. I believe both will hit the ghost. They do both hit the ghost. So the ghost is going to take 19 damage of 19 points of magical slashing damage, as the revenant's sword becomes imbued with the magical essence of hate that it is filled with. So the ghost takes that damage, barely standing up on its 2 feet. It will respond in turn with its own magical attacks, breaching through the revenant's resistances. So it will give 2 slashes. One of them's a
Fancy.
crit. This is excellent news.
Ooh.
So we're looking at a total of 14 force damage.
Man,
They're
it sure
just-
is nice when the enemies are fighting each other.
Yeah, they're just trading blows
Yeah.
back and forth, completely overcoming each other's resistances. You can see the ghost is significantly less. It's obviously less tactile than the revenant, but it's also significantly weaker than the revenant. It's barely holding on at this point. And we jump to the end of the initiative count with Volk. So Volk, you have seen all of this going on. Rory has warned you about the revenants about to join the fight from the inside the church. How would you like to proceed, Sir Tressum?
This is like just a sealed mausoleum thing, right?
Yes.
There's no openings at all.
The only opening is
No.
a stone door that is set recessed in the front. There's no other entrances as far as you can tell.
Did she say it's the order before? But she's like at order before sessions, so she should be right back home. Depending on how long the session people wait.
What?
I don't think Mia's talking to us.
I mean, my microphone said it was muted, but I guess it didn't work. Sorry.
It happens.
Okay, what is my speed again? I always
the
forget
Tressman
what
should
my
be 30 feet.
stats are. 40 foot speed.
Oh, damn. Speedy
Uh,
cat.
40 foot fly.
There you go.
Yep. 20, 30, 40. So I'm just going to go over here, and I'm
So
still
easily,
25
yeah.
feet in the air.
Yeah, you don't need to use
kind
any
of-
movement to get over the fence, so you're all good to go.
Yeah, because I'm flying. I'm just gonna try to look at the door from my perspective and try. Maybe I'll go over here instead.
Sure.
So I'm gonna try to look at the door from my perspective and try to determine whether it's gonna be difficult to open.
Okay, that sounds to me like an investigation check because you're trying to figure out what the nature of the thing that you're looking at is. So go for it. Give me that investigationi.
Investigation is very poor. I'm going to use my 1 session advantage for this because I don't usually use my advantage. That's a 9.
That's a 9. Okay. So you could tell it's a stone door. You've seen crypts before.
Yeah.
You know they're hard to open, but that's the extent of insight you gain.
I'll need somebody to open that door.
Also, I believe we switched to the hero dice rather than assess an advantage and a plot point.
Yeah.
Yes.
We've been doing awful at keeping track.
It's all good.
Is the hero dice... How does that work again?
The hero dice are when you make a roll and you don't think it's good enough, but you don't know if it succeeds or not, you can sub in a new roll and you have to take the new roll.
Okay, that's how it works.
Yeah. And everybody gets 1, I believe, and then once everybody's used theirs, everybody gets another one. And it restarts at the beginning of each session.
Okay. Well, we'll just pretend that I used a hero die.
It's all good.
Actually, no, it was the first roll was the one that I ended up keeping. So I don't know.
This is,
I'll say I spent it.
That's all good. And
but-
the hero dice are a representation of some divine luck that has been following the lot of you through this land that you can't quite explain. We jump to the top of the initiative tracker, and I'm going to now roll initiative for the other 2 revenants who are going to be joining the fray this round. Unless they are on the wrong layer still. They are on the wrong layer still.
I spent like all of my last session complaining about how Roll20 does layers to Hibiki.
It is pretty bad.
It's awful. I really hate it.
It is.
Like there should be shortcuts to change the layer you're interacting with.
Yeah. The wizard went invisible, and so I had to put him on the GM layer. But it's just awful to keep track of.
Okay. Well, I mean, with D&D, with 1 D&D, it looks like we're going to get our own proprietary D&D tabletop.
I really
so
hope
we might get something better than
I hope
Roll20,
so.
finally.
I mean, the tech demo they showed looked really good. I don't know whether that was actually like an engine footage or not, but
And
We also don't
will
know
it
if there'll be
linked-
microtransactions.
Will it be linked to D&D Beyond?
Yes, they have
it
confirmed
will.
that, because D&D Beyond is going to be their official digital
Yeah.
book set going forward.
which is good for me. I own like
So
everything
exciting.
pre
Yeah.
Monsters Multiverse.
Not
on that.
amazing for me, since I put all of my
Yeah.
funds into Roll20, but shit happens.
Yeah.
Same.
I mean, they're gonna be
Same for me
doing.
and Foundry.
Yeah.
I
Diana.
get fucked now. I will say to Godfrey, do Strahd's minions have any weakness to fire as well, or is that just you?
Godfrey will look towards you and he will say, they are simple ghosts. They have no particular weaknesses that I am aware of.
Okay.
Oh, they would be at disadvantage
Alright.
because they're in direct sunlight out here. I will keep that in mind going forward.
I was going to cast Wall of Fire for my helmet, but I don't think it's worth it for just 3 things. I'm just going to do the same thing as last time, move up,
All right.
get 3 attacks in, or at least until this thing goes down. So
Okay.
that's the first.
Yeah.
And the second.
Okay, so with 23 and a 25 both will certainly hit. So that's going to be a 13 damage and then a 19 damage.
Yeah. So 32 in total.
Yeah. And some of that is fire, which means his regeneration won't pop off this turn. And he also will have disadvantage on his first attack on his next turn. So this knight at this point is looking real rough. And he is going to turn at you with hatred in his eyes.
As he does that, I'll use my last bonus action attack.
A crit! Very, very nice. That is a 30 to
Okay,
hit,
wow.
and it's a crit. You do 15 plus 15 damage, which is a total
15,
of 25
30.
damage. What is that, 30?
30, yeah, it's 15 and 15.
You're right, I did my math wrong. It's 30. Well, he has 25 hit points left. So, how do you want to kill this Revenant? As he looks at you with hatred in his face.
as I get those two first swings in, and then he turns to look at me, I'm just gonna bring, as I've like spun to do those first two hits, I'm gonna swing back around, and just bring it upwards across his body, and then flip backwards and move away from him.
Very good. You do your Ocarina of Time backflip out of there. And as he crumples to the ground burning, you will just hear wheezing out of his lungs. I'll be back. We never forget.
I'm aware. Yeah, that's the end of my turn.
All right. We come to the Ileena and Godfrey duo as Diana retreats.
So yeah, I think that Godfrey will stand here to protect, because Godfrey protect,
That's true.
but he also attack.
He has a rapier as well.
He does have
I
a
can't remember
rapier.
who it was who handed him a rapier last time.
I think Diana.
Me!
No, it wasn't me.
or
It was
Volk.
Volk.
Volk, yeah, because Volk doesn't use weapons.
Indeed.
And yeah, I think that's gonna be it.
Okay.
Yeah, that's gonna be it.
Moves himself into
Ileena.
position.
Yeah, Ileena. Can I see from here, from this window?
Yes, you can. You can see that the revenants inside have risen up from their place at the altar, and they are moving towards you on the outside.
Ooh.
They're headed your way.
Then I will summon my Guardian of Faith.
This is a great plan. And your guardian of
Uh,
faith is, I'm assuming, a dragon of some kind?
Yeah,
Very
it's
nice.
more of a knight. It's a knight more than a dragon, you know?
Fair enough.
Dragonborn Knight.
A dragon.
Dragonborn knight, let's go.
There you go.
That's it. And it'll be here.
Do we have a token for you?
Yeah, we
for
did.
your
I had.
Oh, right,
You
the
did give
the
me
helmet.
one.
Yeah.
So, yes, exactly.
There
Oh
we
god,
go.
it's not this small. It's actually bigger.
Large, right?
Yeah, large.
There
Is
you
it
go.
large? Or is it huge? Large, yeah.
Yeah.
So anybody passing in range of that thing, which guess what? It's the only door to the outside.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah. Those horns in its
Um,
helmet, actually the horns of the dragonborn beneath.
Yeah,
a giant
exactly.
silver dragonborn appears, wielding
Exactly.
a giant fuck off bastard sword, ready to
Yeah.
destroy anything.
Nice.
So 20 radiant shit.
It's a 7-foot dude with an 8-foot sword.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Unfortunately,
anybody passing
it only
through
does
there-
radiant damage, which,
Yeah.
but you know, cleric's gonna cleric.
Yeah.
I built these to be
That
cleric
was
killers,
a
so
misplay.
there you go.
Yeah, and we have 2 clerics in the party. Let's
Now,
go.
we didn't
Yeah.
start with that. We started with paladins, but you know.
True. But yeah, that's it. That's it provided. I'll
That
just
works.
keep everybody in my aura.
And as we know, there are no paladins currently in the party of any kind.
Yeah. Wait.
Yeah.
So
At all.
Rory, Aurora, and Ireena Aurora go next.
Yeah. Well, Rory still can't really do much. Because all
Open
of
the door.
Just the pot
There is a
things that
ghost.
we currently don't need.
Try to figure out how to open the door.
That's true.
Which one do we want to open though?
You're probably better at investigation than I am. The crypt, the mausoleum, whatever we want to call it.
Because the mausoleum over here
I
has a
can't get
giant
there in
marble
one turn
slab.
and open it. So 35 movement speed, so I have to dash, so I can't do the action to open it thing.
I was thinking you would do Ireena first, but yes.
I mean,
Rory
same
can
thing.
absolutely get over there too. Yep, you pass by the
Yeah, I
ghost,
can try, I guess, but
which is shimmering in place, barely substantiated.
I have to fight off a pin now. You should have not let her in here. Yeah, but we are trying to food. Anyway, Rory can't really do anything. I guess you would move here and instead do Sacred Flame on the ghost, because why not?
Very good. This
So
is
extract
this
save
is a normal
will take
ghost.
13.
It's just a ghost with ghostly weapons as well as its regular ghost abilities. So go for it.
Yeah. Yeah. He has to do a DC 16 dexterity save.
Oh, I'm sorry. You're right. Dex save. That's a
He
15.
takes 13.
13. That eviscerates him, destroys
Radiant.
him utterly. He is gone from
By
this
ghost,
world.
and I guess Ireena can check the door. Investigation 19.
With a 19, yes. She can tell that it is held in there primarily by its own weight. It was pushed in and then dropped into a slot on the inside. So you will either have to break through the stone or get somebody super beefy to yank it back out.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's easy.
Yeah.
Rory certainly is not super beefy.
The easiest way to get something in is on the top level. So because this stone is exactly the size of the door frame, there's a slight, tiny fraction of a millimeter gap at the very top of the stone, where because it was pushed into this cavity and then dropped into a slot, there's a tiny gap at the top of the marble entrance, but not big enough to get a tool in. It's just, if one of you could turn into smoke, you could get through with it. But
Bring out the aid.
I will be able to turn into air in a couple levels.
so that is Rorina's
Air.
turn. So Rorina, is there anything else you would like to do on your turn?
No, there's not really anything else I can do. That's
Okay.
fine.
We come to the knight's turn.
Also, my voice quality should be a bit louder and better because my microphone was just deactivated, so it used to let up instead for some
okay.
reason.
Yeah, Discord is Discord. It would be nice if Wizards of the Coast would also make a proprietary chat software that worked better than Discord, but they probably would also microtransaction that to shit. The knights are going to go next. So the knights are not stupid, but they also don't know about that Guardian of Faith out there at the present. So the northmost knight is going to go first with his 30-foot movement speed. We're going to go 20 feet to the door, which he is going to open and see the Guardian of Faith. And then he is going to curse to himself. He's going to have to pass by it. So he's going to use the remainder of his 10 feet to hop off the edge of the stairs here, remaining in range of it, but sort of not taking cover, but he's dropped 5 feet down the edge of the platform there.
Yeah. Actually, it moves into the range. So it takes 20 radiant damage.
Yeah. Is there a save
That
on
does
that,
exactly
or is it just within
nothing.
the range?
No, it's direct 10 damage. 20 damage. It's a pretty good spell.
Okay. So we'll
But,
take
yeah.
half that because of the...
Because radiant damage?
yeah, because it resists
Yeah.
radiant damage. I think
Done.
he
That's
will
done.
also use his ability to... his reaction to regain that.
Save. Faith. Makes the dex save.
Is it a dex save?
There's some more 20. Yeah, Guardian of Faith.
My apologies. That's a 6. So he definitely took all of it. So he takes his 10 from the radiant damage. He is then going to use his divine favor to absorb the radiant damage from a single source. After his resistance, he restores HP equal to the amount absorbed. So he gains that 10 hit points right back.
All right.
But you cost him his reaction.
Okay.
The
That's
other fallen
not too
knight.
bad.
The other fallen knight gets to go. We're looking at 20 feet to get to the door as well. He doesn't like what he's looking at out there. So what he's going to do instead is he is going to move into the stairwell. And he is going to lean his eye through the little arrow slot here. He's going to take out his little crossbow, and he's going to take a pot shot at Rory, because she's the most in line for his shot here.
Good luck.
So I don't
No.
think that's going to hit your AC.
No, my AC currently is 21.
Fair enough. He is also going to take this moment to... I believe this is a bonus action. It is. So he's going to use his bonus action to swear vengeance upon you because he can see you, Rory. So
The vengeance shall be his, maybe.
ignore the damage there. He's just... It functions like Hunter's Mark. So you have been marked.
Mm-hmm.
We come to Volk Moonwise. So what are you up to, Volk Moonwise?
Second, I have to unmute myself. There I am. I'm going to come a bit closer to all this. What? That's a hunter's mark. And I am going to drop. Well, I'm going to use a bonus action to alter my wild shape.
Okay.
I think I might be able to take care of this, and I'm going to turn into a cave bear, which has a strength of 20.
All right. You grow in size to large or huge?
Large.
Okay.
Yeah. I wanted to polymorph, but I don't think... Oh, no, wait, no, I can polymorph. Oh, no, but then I don't have my action. You know what? I'm going to polymorph instead. So I use my bonus action to turn into a person, and then I polymorph.
Okay.
So I am a giant ape instead of cave bear, which means my strength is 3 higher.
Would you be huge at that point?
Huge indeed.
All right.
Sorry.
And just the skull just like drops on the ground.
It drops onto the ground,
Yeah.
and then it vanishes again as I polymorph.
Well, you would choose what changes with you, right? Because you want that.
Yeah,
you don't want
and
that stuck inside you because you're going to put it in the mausoleum.
Oh yeah, that's true. So I leave it. I kind of I have one hand foot on the ground, one hand foot kind of partially on the ground and partially, possessively on the the thingamajigger, the skull.
Yep.
And then with my big old giant ape hands, I'm gonna grab that stone and try to yank it.
All right. So please make an athletic strength check with the great giant ape's stats.
Yes. Okay, +6 for strength check. Could I argue for athletics?
Well, yeah, it's a strength athletic.
He did.
So if you have a
athletics.
proficiency in athletics,
That's
you get
+9. No, because it's my proficiencies, not the ape's proficiencies.
the ape's proficiency.
Do I have an 8 athletics? No, I do not. Okay, so it is a +6. 1d20 +6. Let's roll
21.
that. That's
Yeah.
21.
So you definitely have the strength to get this done. However, it is very, very smooth stone, and there aren't really any handholds. So I'm going to need you. You have the strength to do it. You're going to get in there, but I'm going to need you to make an intelligence check. And since you have polymorphs, I believe that's going to be the.
I do not have a very high intelligence.
Yeah.
Wait. If you're polymorphed, do you keep your skills or the animal skills?
I'm pretty sure with polymorph you have the animal's mind. I should look that
Yeah,
up.
give the
Yeah.
animal skills.
I'm talking about proficiencies.
Yeah,
Yeah, you have the animals proficiencies.
have the animals.
So that would have been a 24 because it's polymorph
Okay.
instead of wild shape. So the an intelligence check.
Yeah, this would
that's
be an
a
investigation
negative
check. I'm assuming giant apes aren't proficient in investigation.
That's a 6.
Okay, yeah. So you definitely get in there. You actually stub your fingers because you hit this marble slab so hard. But you're not really able to get a grip anywhere. You can maybe slide a fingernail along that top seam, but can't really get a good grip on it. Indeed.
All right, that's
All right.
all I'm doing.
All right. So we now have a giant ape on the battlefield as we jump to Diana's turn.
Okay, there's not really much I can do. I think I'll move more in a central position. And the marble slab, that's still... Is that up or down? Sorry.
Sorry?
Is the marble slab, still up? Or is that
It's still
the
up,
giant
yeah.
ape?
So
Still
the
up,
slab is
yeah.
in there. The ape wasn't able to find purchase on the stone. It's just a flat marble. So it's still standing, unfortunately.
I'll just say to Volk, try punching it or something. Even though they probably can't hear me. Or can't understand me.
I can still hear you.
I think I'm concentrating on past up Trickster. I think that I'll just prepare. I'm gonna see if there's a way for me to block up that arrow slit.
Fair enough. You can see the Revenant inside is about 3/4 cover. He's loading up another bolt as you speak.
Okay. I don't want to get close to these guys because if I end my turn too close to them, they start to regenerate.
You do know that your fire can stop their regeneration for a round.
I can see through the slit, right?
Yep. You can see bits of him if you want to make a ranged attack. It's just he is pretty good cover, so you'll have a bonus to his AC.
Yeah. I'm gonna point through, just right through the slit at the back wall and cast Fireball.
Oh, that's fun.
Ooh.
All right. So that's going to be a save.
So, yeah, it's 28. Ignore the extra 8.
Okay. So let's get a dex save real quick. That's a 5. He's going to take all 28.
Very nice. I have 6 of those left.
What's that?
I have 6 of those left.
Hey, there you go. That's a big whoosh. I think this is contained enough that it won't trigger your phobia of fire, Ileena. Just you are
Also,
upset by the sudden appearance of flame.
Wait, so I read through the thing and it says unexpected, but I guess I did expect Ireena throwing that fireball.
That's true.
Shit. Sorry, I need to remember to wall Ireena.
Make your whiz save. Make your whiz save. You should be fine.
Let's go.
You didn't take any damage, which means
I have a pretty decent whiz save.
Yeah. With your
But I have
20
bad
wisdom.
roll luck. Yeah, you see?
Oh, hey, yeah, there you go. So you made a poor enough roll that that sudden burst of flame startled you enough that you transform. So with a tearing and ripping sound, Ileena rips her damaged armor fills back out with her white werewolf frame.
I'm so sorry.
I'm
so sorry.
We are replaced. What were you concentrating on again?
The Aura of Life.
Aura of Life.
Do you need to make a concentration check for it?
Yeah, make a concentration check for that. Just to see if your mind will hold on to it.
20.
Okay, yeah, it stays up. That is still on DM roll.
I changed it. I changed that.
So I changed the way this works a little bit to make it a little more, I guess, scary, a little more of a consequence. So as long as once you transform, you can attempt to save anytime you take damage. But if you don't take damage, you're fine. You stay in the werewolf form. If you fall unconscious, you'll also revert.
Yeah.
And you have a new amount of hit dice based on this new form. So this is your form now. It can evolve if you choose the dark path.
And I will not choose the dark path, or will I?
What does Godfrey's aura do?
While you're within Godfrey's aura, he can take damage for you. He can make himself the target of an attack. Yeah, and then if you're within 30 feet of him, he can use his channel divinity to heal you as well.
Alright, I think I will just end my turn there. I will say I really need to remind you I'm going to do that. I apologize.
You get no response as... actually, I'm going to put you back on the right layer so we can still see your initiative tracker. So, Habiki, it is your PC's turns. So the person closest to Ileena at the moment is Godfrey. So he is definitely who she's going to target.
All right. Well, first of all, it's Godfrey's turn.
That's true.
What can Godfrey do? think that Godfrey could. Yeah, sure. He'll probably just pull up slightly,
All right.
not that much, just to have a bit more people in the aura. But
I
will
imagine
attack
Ilena
Godfrey.
would make an opportunity attack as he leaves.
Yes. No, no. I moved myself up to him, but I was like here.
Ah, gotcha.
So yeah, he'll just move there, and I'll go after him.
Beautiful.
Gotta know if he. What can he do?
Well, he has his
Yeah.
hunter's mark, his revenant hunter's mark ability. He can swear vengeance against you. He has some of his channel divinities. He has his rapier to attack you with. He can punch you.
Yeah, let's go. Let's murder myself.
There you go. Yeah. He doesn't manage to find purchase, but he's going to say, "I am sorry, my friend. I know this isn't what you would want. This isn't who you are. This heart is where you live, Ireena."
I missed 2 of the attacks. That's just sad. So yeah, and I would like to smack Godfrey back.
There you go. Ireena makes 2 attacks, one of which is a bite.
Oh,
Ooh, well, the bite will certainly hit. So let's get some damage rolls on that. So that is going to be an
10
11.
because he is 10 because he is.
Oh, right. He's immune to cold.
He's immune to cold.
Yeah.
And here, no, he's not resistant to that well. So yeah, he takes 10 damage.
Yeah. He's immune to lycanthropy because he's undead.
Yep.
No worries there.
So that's it. That's it for me.
Yeah. So this albino werewolf goes right up next to you, Diana. You can smell the reek of body odor and blood as she approaches. Her fur is soaked with the remains of Ileena's blood where she exploded. Yeah, and she's attacking Godfrey. Aurora, the Auroras. What are we gonna do? So Ireena has. We haven't had you in a session yet, Mia, where this has happened. But Ireena continues to be a Lycan. Yeah.
I imagined as much. And you have to smack her to get her to potentially save and revert, right?
Yeah, she has to take damage to revert form, or be knocked unconscious.
I'm guessing mechanically I couldn't cheese my way around with like doing something else to potentially trigger a save. It is
You
not
can
damaging.
do whatever you want to do. It's D&D. What would Rory's instinct be?
So, old Rory would have just smacked the shit out of her until she's back, right?
Probably, yeah.
New Rory. We'll go here next to her. And I would like to do like a mini, like the one-line prayers, like look into your heart and you will see the light kind of thing.
Beautiful.
And instead of smacking her with like my hand, or maybe with like a sacred flame, I would like to do guidance on her, trying to guide her away from this bestial, menacing form that's just attacking friend and foe alike.
Okay. One willing creature. In this form, Ireena recognizes no friend or foe. She is filled with an ancient, uncomprehensible
not willing, I'm guessing.
hate, like unfathomable from the origin of the universe hatred. So, not willing.
Yep.
And I, instead of doing it with guidance, do it with healing word. Because that one just says a creature of your choice that you can see.
Okay. So, what does Ireena heal for?
Once it actually goes submit. Ignore the 5 radiant. She heals for 8.
Okay. Well, this
Okay.
form is already at max HP.
Yep.
Also, she's
What I'm
undead.
trying to like, the double oops.
Yep.
I'm trying to. It's more the idea that I'm trying to instead of smacking her out of it with force, trying to reach the good
gotcha.
nuggy
I
inside.
Well, since you are trying to reach the good nuggy inside, why don't you make a real quick? This is going to be like a sixth sense, like your divine sense. You're not a paladin, but you do have some insight to this sort of thing. So why don't you give me a religion check, as you are trying to find the Ireena in there to heal her?
My religion is not great.
A 3.
I will use my session thing. Oh, fucking hell.
Oh,
5.
God.
Yeah. So I'm going to look up the consequences of an effect real quick.
We are doomed. We are so doomed. Maybe.
Let's see.
It was worth a try. Should have just used Sacred Flame, burn the evil out of you,
Should have
repent for your
just
sins.
demolished me right there and then.
All right.
We're getting you bad.
So I'm going to
pretty
need
sure
you to roll a
I'm getting
D100 real quick, Rory.
Ooh.
As you reach into Ileena's heart and you send this prayer out, a good meaning prayer, the thing that you touch is not Ileena, not at all.
76.
76, all right.
Exciting.
So you get into contact with something ancient, something ineffable, something incomprehensible. It's like you're looking at an object that has more sides than it has vertices. It's like you're looking at a color that isn't a color. The thing that you get into contact with it's older than the gods. It is older than anything you're aware of. And as a result, with a 76, you said?
Mm-hmm.
76, yeah. You are overcome with the overpowering urge to eat something. It is going to be either dirt, slime, or poop. You pick.
I guess there's
Grave
dirt around me,
dirt.
so.
Yeah, there is a lot of dirt.
Yeah. Grave dirt, yeah. So for the next 10 minutes, you have an overwhelming urge to consume grave dirt. You are so shocked by what you felt when you reached out with earnest attempt to reach the heart of your friend here. You're overcome with the desire there is no hope. All you can really do is try to join the cycle of reincarnation, the cycle of death. So you're overcome with the overwhelming urge to eat grave dirt for the next 10 minutes.
Interesting. Do I have to do it, or can I hold myself back?
Well, an overwhelming urge. I assume that Rory is familiar with resisting overwhelming urges. You know,
True.
given that she hasn't murdered everyone she's ever met.
He was
Or
tempted.
was a vampire for a while.
That's true.
True.
Yeah, she somehow managed. I'm very surprised. Anyway. Well, it said Ireena is gonna go up. You okay? Most likely not. Just smack some scent into Ilena.
Mm-hmm.
Go for it.
Can she do it with her fist? Fists were strength based, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
She
just
is not a tavern
close
brawler,
to
so
it.
it will just be her strength score, or her strength modifier. And
Yeah,
she is
but
proficient.
I mean, it's the. Yeah, she's proficient, right?
Yeah. So you can use the damage roll from her sword.
I don't. I just want to do like the minimal amount of damage because just like
Okay,
smack her.
okay, yeah.
Where is am I blind? Oh, there it is. So smack her twice. Yeah, but
Yeah.
let's do 2 staves.
Alright,
Oh no,
let's go.
my TV
then-
broke.
Instead of the start, she basically just bitch slaps you twice.
So it's a 13
There you
and
go,
an
18.
18. I think 18 saves. Right, Spencer?
What is the DC actually? Is it like the damage that triggered it or whatever?
I don't know. I think it's Spencer knows it. I don't know.
Yeah, 1 second.
What do
Sorry,
you
my screen turned off for no reason because one of these is a smart TV, which means it's very dumb. Yeah. So with you don't save from taking. Oh no, you do save from taking damage. If the damage isn't fire, it's just a 16. So Ileena makes a wisdom
Alright,
save,
one save.
DC 16.
I already
which
did.
you passed.
I already
So-
did. Yeah,
So you
one for
poof
each
back.
attack. So
You poof back with the
It's-
original hit points.
it's good news, Ileena again.
Yep. So Ireena
Yeah,
comes
what-
by and stabs Ileena in her werewolf form, and with a nasty squelching sound, you shrink back down into your normal form.
All right.
So that is the
Yep.
Aurora's turn. We come to the Fallen Knights. So the Fallen Knight.
You're welcome, by the way.
Sorry.
I meant Hibiki.
Hmm?
You're welcome.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah. As you
What
look
are you
at
wearing today?
Rory, you see a similar, a familiar looking madness in her eyes. Something you're familiar with. Fallen Knight number 1. When it starts its turn within the radius of the Guardian, does it take any? Does it need to make a save?
Yeah. I think it's. Wait. Let me recheck the spell
Okay.
just to be sure. Guardian of Faith. So, any creature hostile to you that moves to a space within 10 feet to the Guardian, or for the first time on a turn.
Okay. So we'll have to say
It says that moves to a space.
not starts its
I
turn.
know.
though?
Yeah, it
It'd be
doesn't
weird
say. No,
if it doesn't.
yeah.
I'm just gonna
It's a-
assume that if it starts its turn there, it will count.
Sure. Thank you very much.
So 17 is probably a success. What's your
Yeah,
save DC?
17 is success.
Yeah.
It's a 16, I think.
Yeah. So it'll take half damage or no damage.
It's 17, so it takes half. So it takes just 10. So half again, it's just 5 damage.
So it takes 5 radiant. It will just eat that radiant damage. It's not going to bother healing at this point. It will continue running along. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. It is rushing towards you. Now that it is within range of everybody, it will target you, Diana, with its Swear Vengeance ability. So as it comes around the corner, it will point to you and will say, You will die. So it is now concentrating and you have been marked
Alright.
as it swears vengeance upon you. The knight that is in cover is going to go. He does not regenerate this turn, and he has disadvantage on his first attack because he took some fire damage from Diana last turn. He is going to peer out the window and get a bead on Rory. Rory, you're in partial cover because there are lots of people in the way. So you're going to have a +2 to your AC as he makes
Lovely.
his light crossbow attack with disadvantage.
Good luck.
That's an 18.
Nope.
No. So it goes wide.
With the 23 AC at the moment.
Yeah.
Because of cover.
Yeah. It goes
I
wide.
might be a bird eater, but at least I'm not a nerd.
Yeah.
Got him.
Got him. He is ashamed of himself, and he slinks back behind the window and reloads his crossbow as we jump to Volk's turn.
Fucking wreck it.
I'm gonna punch it.
You're gonna punch it. I'm gonna wreck it.
I'm gonna punch it. I have volley attacks, so I make 2 fist
You
attacks.
do.
Alright, so +9. Attack 1, that's a natural 20.
Yeah, you're
Attack
gonna
2,
crit.
that's
Nice.
22.
Yeah, jeez. So does the giant? It doesn't have siege abilities, does it? That would be something like a rhino. I would
no.
imagine.
Probably not.
Okay.
So
So it's just regular hits.
I don't think the rhino does either.
It
it has a charge.
Some beasts have a siege. Some beasts are siege monsters, but I don't imagine the giant
Interesting.
ape is.
That's probably more monstrosities. I haven't seen any siege type stuff in any of my.
Pretty sure mammoths are. Anyway,
Okay.
Yeah, Mammoth Star.
the ape does not do double damage to structures, so this is just going to be your damage.
All right. I don't appear to have mammoth, anyways.
Not yet.
So fist 3d10 plus 6.
Yeah.
And because it's
A crit. You're going to
crit,
roll the
it's
max plus roll for your first one.
max plus roll.
Mhm.
Okay, so it's plus 6. So the max is 30, so plus 36.
Yeah. Wow. So with your first blow,
And the second hit is another 23.
okay. With the first blow, you actually blasted right off the thing, because a 47 plus 36
okay.
is a lot. I had the door set
Is
at
it supposed to be +36? Or is it
No,
just
it was 40. It was 47. That
Oh.
was the total.
Okay, my bad. I had the door set at 60
Damage.
HP, and I had a damage threshold for 15 HP. So unless you did more than 50 damage, the door wouldn't take any damage. But you blew it out of the water. So with
Yeah.
your second strike, the first one you break it almost clean through. Second one, bust that bad boy down. Within, you see that delicately laid out, as if he was sleeping. You see the remains of a giant silver skeleton that had been laid out in a spiral circle, as if he's would be eating his own tail. But there's no skull on this body inside the mausoleum. Other than that, the mausoleum just looks like a crypt. It's dark. It's not particularly dank. Smells vaguely of copper or some sort of metallic scent in the air. But you're an ape. So
I'm going to pick up the big old skull and reach in with my 10-foot reach.
plunk it right on the skeleton.
Yeah.
You do indeed do that. All right. Since this is the end of the initiative count, as you do that, there is a burst of cold air from inside this mausoleum. And the skull where you place it at the top of the spine of this dragon skeleton magically fuses like a magnet. The two slap together, and the skeleton shimmers briefly as all the bones sort of clink and link together as the body is laid to rest once more. And a lot of you hear a whooshing sound, and you look up to see the beacon that would be a bell tower in a regular church, but here it looks more like a lighthouse. The beacon at the tip top of the chapel here ignites with a brilliant silver flame. If it was still dark out, the entire valley would be illuminated with this brilliant silver flame. At present, it merely rivals the sun. There's a quality to it that reminds me of moonlight. It is cool, it is calming, and it shines out. And the revenants down here, at your level, they look up at this thing with confusion and a little bit of terror. But they do not immediately stop what they are doing. So we jump back up to the top.
Alright.
On Diana's turn. You can see that the knights are confused, the beacon has been lit, Gondor calls for aid, and the skeleton is rebuilt.
Okay, I'm going to say to Godfrey, so are they going to go back to being good automatically, or are we going to make them
I had
reform
thought
again?
they would. He looks at you with concern and confusion. I thought they had simply forgotten.
I'm going to deal with that one in the tower, but you all stay down here, I suppose, and I'm going to go down here.
Okay.
I have 40 feet,
Yep.
so I'll dash as a bonus action.
Yep.
And get right next to this guy.
All right.
And I will hold my action to attack if he attacks me back
Well, didn't you dash as your action?
as my bonus action.
Ah, okay. All right. So you are holding your attack if you are targeted by an attack.
Yep.
Sounds good to me. So Godfrey looks on with concern at the start of your turn. Your turn, Sabiki. He looks on with his friends with concern, and he says, "I had thought merely seeing the flame would remind them. Do they not remember all we've been through? Do they not remember a time before the pain?"
I think that Vladimir's grasp on their mind is way stronger than we suspected.
Perhaps.
And I think that the knights need a change of leadership.
I would agree. Perhaps they are simply vulnerable now.
Yes.
Show them the light.
I will try. I hope. So yeah,
He will take your lead at this point. He surrenders his will and accepts you as his commander.
Alright, so Godfrey will murder. Or
Godfrey
try
will
to.
murder. Yes.
So, kill starts.
All right.
15.
That will hit, yeah. So he will run up to his former friend here, and he will say, "My friend, I regret to do this, but you must understand, we can no longer persist in this fruitless endeavor." He stabs him.
Yeah. And then he'll shield bash.
All right. He doesn't currently have a shield.
Oh, that he'll not shield
could say,
bash.
yeah.
That he'll just attack again. Oh god, that was the 24 got
Sadly
wasted.
not.
That's
Sadly
sad.
not.
Yeah, that's
I should have
it.
told you before. Yeah, he's only got his armor and his sword. No holy sword.
Oh, okay. Yeah, have my soul dragon shield. Which
Yes,
is
you do.
really good. Do I take any further damage to my armor, by the way? Or
No,
that plus
no.
2 was okay.
The +2 was only because it had to
minus
move.
2, minus 2.
-2, sorry, yeah. It was just because it had to break to let you through. But now that it's conformed to your werewolf form, it won't break any further.
Alright. So I think what we're looking for here is... Okay, cannot do that. I think it's gonna be... Is this concentration? Yes, this is concentration. Here I have only got enough faith. Yes, I know. So I can see both of them.
You can.
I will cast low.
Ooh.
So it's in a 40-foot cube within range.
Mhm.
6 creatures up to 6 creatures. So the 2 revenants.
Just the two
Need to make a wisdom saving throw against my DC of 17. I know it says 16 and 17.
Okay. They are
Or
proficient.
have -2 to AC and dexterity save, and cannot use reactions, and have speed half.
Okay.
Okay, one of them fails.
Yeah, one of them fails. That's the northmost one that Godfrey is fighting. So
Alright,
that
then-
is slow, right?
Yep, slow. So -2 to AC, -2 to dex saves, half speed, and cannot take reactions.
Okay. I should also make concentration checks because he was concentrating on his ability. So he took 1 attack from Godfrey, and it was... How much damage was it? It was 12 damage. Concentration check. It's fine. Vengeance is still up. There we go.
Alright. Yeah,
Beautiful.
that's it for our turn, I guess. Maybe I'll just move a bit here to get more people in my aura.
All right. You can indeed do that.
Yes, I would do that.
All right. So the Aurora couple goes next.
So trying to withhold the extreme urge to eat that very tasty fresh grave dirt
Yep.
for now.
Oh, you know what I'll say it is?
After the combat.
If you make concentration checks, they'll be at disadvantage because you're thinking about that tasty, tasty grave dirt.
So first of all, the dude is in there still swearing vengeance against me, so
Yes.
I will show him how to properly hit someone in cover using Sacred Flame, which ignores cover.
Yeah.
So give me a big
Beautiful.
save.
You certainly hit him. That's going to be 14 damage total.
I mean, he
correct?
has to do it. Yeah, dex save is what he has to do.
Oh, I'm sorry. I did not read that fully. We get a dex save from him, not proficient in those. That's going to be an 18. No benefit for cover.
And he saved.
So he saves. He's all
Unfortunate.
good. Okay. So he manages to duck. This bolt of sacred flames splashes against the rocks beside you, Diana. Barely noticeable amongst the scorch marks from your fireball earlier.
So, if I'm seeing it right, this is an enemy, right?
Yes.
Then Ireena will go there and smack him twice.
All right.
Second one should hit with the...
Yeah,
with
the
the
second one will certainly hit. So as she approaches, she will be calling out, "Remember your oaths, brave knight. Remember who you fight for. Remember truth and justice. Awake Your sleep is over. As she stabs him.
Wait! Ching.
We made it work with Ilena.
Yeah. She's like, what is this new power I have? I can wake people up by stabbing them.
And out of the corner of her eye, she sees how Rory just looks at this like freshly open grave in front of her with like this great longing
Yeah.
that she knows from when they get together in the evening.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
fuck.
Yep.
Get yourself a girl that looks at you the same way Rory looks grave dirt.
Exactly, yeah. As you're staring down at this grave dirt, you actually see something a little upsetting. You can see the remains of a coffin down there. It looks like the coffin was broken apart from inside.
Oh,
So
right.
whatever was buried here came up at some point.
Happens to the best of them.
But yeah, very tasty.
That's nothing though for her. It's like when you have a bit of like leaf on top of your pasta.
That's true,
You just
yeah.
like pick it up.
Yes.
Fallen Knights get to go. So this knight is slowed. So -2 to dex save, -2 to AC. What is the other thing?
Cannot take reactions and speed is halved.
No reactions, half speed. Okay. None of that will affect what it's doing right now. It did not take fire damage, which means it's going to recover its 10 hit points.
I believe it can only make one attack as well if it has multi-attack.
That's
Probably,
is relevant.
what is doing to... On his turn it can... Oh yeah, also, this is the big thing. On his turn it can either use action or a bonus action, not both.
good. Okay.
And regardless of the creature's ability or magic items, it cannot make more than 1 melee range spell attack on its turn. And if it attempts to cast a spell with casting type of 1 action on an 11 or higher, the spell, if you roll a d20 and an 11 or higher, the spell doesn't take effect until the creature's next turn, and
Okay.
the creature might use its action on that turn to complete the spell.
Okay.
This is a nasty spell.
Yes, it is. Well,
Also, by the way,
yes.
this ignores walls.
Oh, that's very good. It wouldn't have mattered anyway because the arrow slits would have let you hit him. But yeah,
Yeah.
that's good to know for the future. Well, he has lost his reactions. He doesn't have any spells that would be particularly helpful right now, so that doesn't really affect him in the moment. But he will. What'll he do? I
Also,
think.
of course, there is saves at the end of each turn.
Okay. I think he's just going to sword attack. This one had sworn vengeance against Diana, who he cannot currently reach. So what he's going to do is he doesn't have a bonus action, so he can't change his vengeance target. He is just going to stab Ireena, because she hit him first. That is a crit. So he is going to bring his sword up and stab Ireena in turn. Ireena takes 18 magical slashing damage from this attack.
He's getting critted so much.
It
She
seems to
died
move
a
in
crit
slow motion,
twice.
but it still bites when it hits. The other knight gets to go. This knight still sees Rory out there, who it has sworn vengeance against, and it sees Diana behind him. First things first, he's going to gain his 10 hit points.
Dex save.
Dex save, thank you. For the other... Oh, and the end of the other knight's turn, he needs to make a save from slow, which is the dex
Yes,
save, right?
a wisdom save. A wisdom save.
13. So still under the effect. And what is the dex
Still
save
under
for?
effect. The Guardian.
He's in range of the Guardian?
It's 10 feet reach.
Oh shit. Does it go through walls?
Yep. It doesn't say anything about blocking walls, if I'm not
Okay.
mistaken.
In that case, that's a 10, so it's going to take the full damage. Well, half the damage.
Yeah, there is no... Yeah, that's like... any creature hostile to you that moves in a space within 10 feet of the Guardian for the first time in turn must succeed on dex save.
Gotcha.
Say
Gotcha.
nothing about... That
Nothing
it can
about
see,
walls.
so...
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll make a concentration check real quick for its vengeance. 23, it's fine. It will turn on Diana and do the same slow motion attack. As it drops its crossbow, it'll draw its sword out and try to attack Diana.
Are you not a bit tired of fighting at this point?
15 does not hit Diana. It will respond to
Nope.
you and it will say, or he will say, sorry, we never tire, we never regret, we only hate, we only know vengeance. as his sword passes in front of your face, you dodge out of the way. Also in slow motion, just for effect.
I just walk to the side, just step to the side, just normal speed, as I just can see it coming. Not even like a reflex to dodge it, it's just...
Yeah. He says, the heart of ice and hate never tires, it never sleeps, and neither do we. So Volk, we come back to you at the bottom of this initiative count on this day of days.
Alright, it's easy enough to get over there with a speed of 40. So at this point, actually I can stay 10 foot back. I've opened the thing, I've done the thing.
Mm-hmm.
I'm too dumb at this point to think of, losing the polymorph.
Fair enough.
So as a person who knows how to fight, I'm just gonna go and punch a ghost, I guess.
You choose violence. Well, this guy's not a ghost.
Yes.
He's instantiated, but yes. You may hit the Revenant.
So 1d20 plus 9. I have multi-attacks, so I'm going to do this twice.
Okay, well,
Oops, ignore that second roll. That was
I was gonna
accidentally
say.
my crit roll.
alright. Well, 19 will certainly hit this
That's a
Revenant.
19 hits, so
19
this should be 3d10 plus 6, not 3d10 plus
34, yeah.
36.
Your attacks
34.
count as magical when you're polymorphed or not?
I don't think so.
I don't think they do
It's
as
just
polymorphed. So we'll take half damage from that.
Oh.
So that's only going to be 6.
And then I make a second
17.
attack. Boop.
Yep.
That's not gonna hit.
Sadly, no. Even with the slowed AC, you don't manage to get purchase on him. But you definitely hit him real good on the top of the head with your big Donkey Kong fist.
Bonk.
Blonk.
All right.
That's all.
All right. We will jump up back to Diana.
That's all the ape can.
That's all the ape can do. So Diana, the Revenant in front of you seems to be now intent. It has shifted its intent to guard the stairwell from you. And it shows no signs of stopping, even though it is doing so in slow motion now.
Okay, I'll just say to it, is there something you don't want me to see upstairs?
This fortress is ours. We suffer no intruders. You will go no further.
Okay, it's time to put you to rest now, and I will, I won't do Hunter's Mark or anything, just 3 attacks on him.
Alright, and your swords are still on fire, I assume?
Yeah, they stay on fire until I sheath or drop them.
Very good. So with the reduced AC is at 13, so the second one still misses.
Yeah, that's
Plus,
17 plus 18, so 35.
That's not nothing. You slash away
It's
at it.
not.
And you can feel the sinews sort of doing that same thing where they sort of they react violently to being exposed to heat.
Mm.
As you slash
I don't like this, you know? And that'll be it for my turn.
When you say that, there's a recognition in this creature's face as it looks at you. And it's something you haven't seen on one of these Revenant's faces before. You don't know whether this is something new or if you just managed to say the right thing to get through to him this time. And it looks at you with its coal eyes deep in the back of its sockets, and it says, "I don't like this either." As we come to Ireena and her soldier. Let's go. Winter's general.
Alright. Yeah. She now is, truly,
Yeah.
a general. With exactly 1 soldier.
One soldier for now. One knight.
Yeah.
One knight under her command.
Yeah, Godfrey will slap this guy twice.
Okay, beautiful. He does that. With a 10 and a 16, both are going to hit. So he's going to take a total of 24 magical piercing.
damage.
This knight is reeling. They both look bloodied at this point.
Yeah, and Ireena will just look at him. She'll be... Do not fight anymore. You have forgotten your oaths. I am here to make you remember.
He looks at you, and he says, I don't want to remember.
You have to. You swear an oath. Oaths cannot be forgotten this easily. It still haunts you, does it?
No, I don't remember. I don't remember. I'm going to need a persuasion check from you. And he is going to resist with... I don't think he's proficient. He is not proficient in any skill checks, charisma checks. He's going to resist with his own charisma. That's
14.
a 9.
Yes!
Yeah, so he begins to remember. And in slow motion, he falls to his knees weeping.
She
I need
will
to make
kind
a
of...
concentration check.
Yeah, she will nod.
In the background, you hear James Earl Jones, remember who you are.
Truly so.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, she'll kind of nod. Good. You must not forget your oath. Knight.
Yeah, so he has fallen to his knees and is weeping. Uncontrollably, unconsolably. We will move now to the Auroras.
So, Ireena's gonna repay the dude for being smacked. She's gonna do it twice.
Alright.
She's gonna do a level... Well, she's pretty low on slots, actually.
Yeah, so the second one will hit.
Smite's not that good against her. So and there's 9 slashing.
She's not going to have a magical weapon, right?
She's using the Crusade short sword. It is a magical weapon.
Okay.
And then going here with the other Aurora. Trying to withstand the tasty dirt I go away from the fresh grave, but it's very fresh dirt.
It's true.
It's like... And I have too many things in my attack, so I will have to find the silver rapier.
That's very fair.
There we go. 23 to hit for 9 piercing and 5 radiant.
Yeah. So that's going to be 9, and
That's right.
5 is only a 2. But that's okay. Yeah, and he seems to be completely inconsolable at this point, and you're just stabbing this weeping corpse.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds good. On its turn, it has begun to remember, but it is not necessarily an ally yet.
Makes sense.
It is still slowed. So what it is going to do... It is going to look up at the lot of you, and I'm going to have him make a history check, which is intelligence, I believe. That's a 20. So he remembers killing Ireena in a previous life. And he is overcome with grief about this. And so he is going to attempt to cast Inflict Wounds on himself as he presses a hand up against his chest. Nice. So that's going to be a d20, right?
I think so.
It's a touch range melee attack.
Yep. But it's against the slow.
It's against himself. So he does not manage to cast it.
Casting modifier.
No, he does. He needs to roll over an 11.
You have to roll over an 11 to cast it, right?
Wait. No, on an 11 or higher, the spell doesn't take effect until the next turn. So it does
happen. Okay. In that
but
case,
can that be? Oh shit! My slow actually makes my aura fall because of that. So yeah.
So he is casting inflict wounds on himself. As he does so, he says, I remember. We wanted to hurt him. That's all we wanted. So, he casts inflict wounds on himself in a self-flagellation as he kneels there weeping. Other Fallen Knight gets to go. This Fallen Knight has expressed some regrets, some hesitation to Diana. But he has not been so easily persuaded. He is going to attempt to hit Diana with his longsword. That is a 15, which I don't think hits Diana.
No.
In slow motion, this sword passes in front of your face, and you just easily get out of the way of it. As we come to Volk Moonwise.
I'm gonna wreck it. Because that's all my brain knows what to do right now.
Fair enough.
I'm not doing it at all.
No.
Giant apes are... I don't have a high opinion of apes, so I mean, they don't have a lot of empathy, so yeah. 23 will hit.
And
So
then...
you bring a giant meaty fist down on this kneeling body. For
God.
17 damage. Yeah.
Yep,
You whack him real
nobody's
good.
told me to stop, so...
He is still
Keep hitting
bloody
it.
as he kneels there on the ground. But yes, that is what happens on your turn. We will
I
come
think
back.
what happens is Volk picks him up and smacks him down on the ground where he was already.
Yeah, exactly. Hulk and Loki style.
Yeah.
All right. We jump back to Diana. This revenant in front of you is still trying to kill you. I didn't do the dex save for the guardian.
Yeah, wisdom save. Oh, dex save. Yeah, dex save.
It failed, so it's gonna take all of it.
And that is actually the last trigger for it.
Oh, okay. There we go.
Abby,
Is this guy still...
Your
Oh,
mic.
that would have been at disadvantage anyway
think-
because it took fire damage last turn from Diana.
Yeah,
Okay.
and because it's in the slow,
Yeah.
so it's also -2, so it's a 3. So yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Still real bad. Diana, we come to your turn.
Alright, I'm just gonna... I imagine I heard and can see what was going on outside with that revenant. There was only a...
Yeah,
the other
you can
revenant.
see there are 2 arrow slits that would let you see from this vantage point.
I'll just lower my stance and just say, do you remember your oath? Do you remember what you did to Ireena's previous life?
I remember nothing. We remember nothing. We cannot be hurt if we do not remember. He says that part as if he's rehearsed it many, many times.
But you don't want to fight, and if you remember, then you won't have to fight anymore.
You are making me remember.
I am.
Sounds to me like a persuasion check then.
Alrighty. That's not my strong suit, but it's not a +10. That's still from
persuasion.
the... Yep. 12.
Hi.
Oh.
So he is not convinced.
Oh God.
So he's going to continue fighting you.
Okay.
But you have appealed to him to remember. He finds it very upsetting that you were trying to make him remember. So now he is blaming you for the memories he doesn't want to remember.
Also, by the way, Spencer,
Yes.
wisdom save for the slow. The slow.
I forgot about that. Thank you.
No problem.
That would be proficient, so the second one is what it is. Fails anyway.
14 fails. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. He's still
Okay. That'll be... Do I still have an action?
I think so. Yeah, you're just talking.
Okay, I think we've given up on stealth at this point, so I'm gonna invoke my Drow heritage and cast darkness.
Where would you like the
and so
inky ball of blackness to appear?
I will just. Can I draw it?
You should be able to, unless Roll20 broke.
Yeah. It's 15 foot, so that.
Okay.
I will have it centered on this point, so it doesn't go out much, but
Okay.
it just there.
Perfect.
And that's it for me.
All right. You become engulfed in darkness, and you can hear the unsettling foley of this creature that doesn't need to breathe.
I'm trying to not hurt him.
All right. We come to the turn of the myth. What's up?
The turn of the myth.
The turn of the myth.
The myth? The legend?
The legend of the myth.
Not yet. Just the myth.
Godfrey actually reaches 10 HP.
He does.
I
you're right.
forgot. I forgot he would have been at full HP, but yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he will do nothing, as I will just look at the other knight and stand up, fallen knight. Your mission still has to be completed.
It is my mission. Why am I here? We died.
But you came back to life. Now remember your mission. You have to protect those who cannot protect themselves.
Okay.
Life, and then I would like to recite the Silver Dragon Knight's motto, life before death.
You recite the ideals.
Yep.
That to me sounds
Indeed.
like another persuasion check, because you're trying to get him to do something again.
Yes.
Also, yeah, it would be a good idea for somebody to tell Volk to stop.
Yeah, I will do that at the end of my turn, if I still can. 19.
Yeah.
My army grows.
Yeah, as you say that, it changes. Whatever it is he is afraid of, whatever it is he remembers that he regrets. He remembers, and he says back to you, life before death. He comes up to his knees. Strength before weakness. He rises to his feet, and he looks at Godfrey, and he inclines his head, and he says, journey before destination. And he is no longer a foe.
Let's go.
He will now serve you, Ireena.
Like this. Yeah?
I'll actually drop him in the journals. There you go.
Okay.
We come away from Ileena's turn to the Aurora's turn. Also, Ireena would have told you, Volk, that friend, not foe. Also context.
Yep.
Giant ape, not the smartest thing in the world, but also not too stupid.
Yeah, my intelligence is 7, so I realized.
You're higher than your average Goliath barbarian. You're good.
Yeah,
If you wish.
this is true. I can read context
That is
clues.
You're smarter than some of my characters.
I think Volk is gonna kind of look at their allies with like a questioning expression on their face and like kind of point around like, what do you want me to do?
It's a good question. So for Yeah, the end of your turn going into Rory's turn. What would you like to tell Volk to do, Ileena?
Probably revert? Yeah, I'd say that. Just revert back to your normal form.
I don't speak any languages.
So, with a
Get
with a
back! Reject monkey. Get back to humanity.
Yeah. So with a pop, Volk reappears as Volk.
Well, I can't do that till my turn. I don't think
You're right.
It's a free action. It's a free action, I think, to drop.
it's a free action. Can I do that at any point?
That's a good question. Hello, Polymorph. Tell me how you work.
Like more than polymorph, it's dropping concentration.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Can you
you
drop
can drop
concentration
concentration
at
at
any
any time,
point?
I'm pretty sure you can.
I think you can. Yeah, you can drop concentration at any time. I think.
Sounds good. to me.
Okay. So you kind of gesture at Volk like you take your arms out and you squeeze them inwards, and Ape Volk like stares at you for a second and then is like, oh, and drops full concentration on Polymorph.
So Volk reappears.
All right, let's get rid of that 157 hit points.
Unfortunate. But it is the Aurora's turn. So how do Riley, not Riley, Ireena.
I now squish.
You are now a squish.
I know. And I must be smallerized.
Smallerized. All right.
Here we go.
So Rory and Ireena, what are you going to do? You could see that the knight that you are fighting has stopped his violence and is looking at Godfrey and Ilena with purpose. And also Diana has summoned a giant inky sphere of blackness around her in the tower. Or in the stairwell, I should say.
What is Diana doing?
A darkness thing, I guess. Goes a bit against my...
She's trying to get up to the tower?
I think more than that, she's trying to. She was dealing with the other knight.
It's true, but it is still Mia's turn. So Mia, you were saying.
Sorry.
So,
It's okay.
we know there's graves, right? And one of them had a coffin inside that seemed like it was fresh. So I would like to look at the other graves real quick.
Sure.
Just because I'm curious what's inside of them, not because I'm like trying to get a bite to eat or anything.
Sure. You can make an investigation check if you'd like. I would also like you to make a wisdom
investigation.
save. Investigation and then a wisdom save.
Investigation without advantage is 23, and
Okay.
then wisdom saving throw. 23 wisdom save.
Yeah, so you get down in there and you start checking out the other graves for evidence of whatever was going on here. You do manage to resist. Being this close, you can smell how good it is.
It's really good.
But no,
So fresh and
you
cold.
keep control of
and
yourself.
stony.
You keep control of yourself. You could see that these are very, very old coffins. If you were to guess, you'd put them at around, over 500 years. The wood is very, very gray and has more or less been petrified with time. These are probably the original coffins that the knights were buried in.
Yeah, before
Alright.
they became rodents. But then Ireena's got to go up here and it's like, well, there's darkness. No clue what to do.
Yeah. She looks up at the darkness and she says,
Um,
"This isn't really thematic for my character."
She's gonna take a step back, prepare an action to strike a foe if a foe erupts out of the shadows.
Okay.
But she
so
can't really
will,
see shit in there, so she will not do anything right now.
Fair enough. What she'll do is she'll come around Volk to the side, and she will pat Volk on the shoulder, and she will say, "You did a wonderful job with the giant monkey." And then she will brandish her sword, defending the two of you against any potential intruders. This knight will join your initiatives count, Ileena.
God.
You have him now.
Oh, that's a lot.
Enjoy. You're gonna have a whole army.
I am assembling an army.
So I'll control him for now, but he'll go on your turn.
I can control him, don't worry.
Well, he still has his own mind.
Yeah, true.
He's part of your.
So does Godfrey.
That's true. That's true. Okay.
But yeah,
What do you want
I'll
him
let
to do?
him, for now, probably defend the mausoleum from any possible intrusions.
He will not. He regenerates as he passes by you, and he will stand guard, and he will look in at the skeleton briefly, and he will say, "I never knew what you were. If only." And he turns around and guards the door.
Okay, that's
come
good to hear.
The other knight, who, though blinded and slowed, still full of that ancient aberration hate, or that hate of the hate of the far. I don't know. Adjectives are hard.
Don't worry.
It happens to us. It happens to everyone.
So disadvantage doesn't double up. So this is just regular disadvantage against Diana.
Yeah.
That's a 8. That's a heck no. Yeah, and so he is. He's just gonna try to hit you. Doesn't manage to hit you. He has gone completely silent, and there's no wheezing of breath. There's just the clinking and creaking of leather and chainmail as he moves around in the darkness. We come back to Volk Moonwise.
He can make a wisdom save for the slow.
Thank you for the slow. He is proficient in those. I need to roll that again. I keep forgetting. I clicked the wrong one again. All of them are fails, so it doesn't matter. He is still slowed. So Volk, what are we doing? What's good? What's gold?
Just as my turn comes up, a train goes by. Of course it does.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
I think Volk is gonna kind of like look around, try to figure out who's in charge, and then look directly at Ilena. Like, she's in charge.
Yeah.
What do you want me to do? You're the boss in this situation, and I have no idea what's going on.
I think. Probably let's try to see what's Diana doing in there and help her if she needs. I have something to do before we continue inside the castle.
Alright. In that case, I will run past Ireena, and I have a speed of
Should be
30.
Yeah.
So,
Do you have tree bane
and then,
now, since it has grown into a staff form at this point? Or are you?
yeah, I think they will they will have tree bane out when they are in mortal form.
Beautiful. So you see this short little changeling person run by Ireena, carrying this massive, overgrown, new growth stick with just a giant copper axe head in the end of it.
Short? What are you talking about?
Well, how tall is this Volk form?
Volk usually uses cat form. The cat.
And the
who
cat is really tall, right?
a 6 foot tall, half elven looking man with scraggly black hair, bit of a beard,
Very good.
kind of I can only barely grow a beard, but here we go.
Yep.
Kind of spindly,
That works.
but looking very lithe and dexterous because they are the cat.
You know what it is? It's the picture on your
so
token. The picture on your token looks like a very small child. So I always imagine Volk being really small. But it works. It works.
The picture on my token is my natural. And so they kind of stumble into the doorway and pass through it, and that is as far as they can get.
Yeah. So you are completely blind.
They have an action. They can walk as an action.
What would you like to do for your action?
Wait a second. I can wild shape, and then I'm pretty sure I have dark vision.
This
As a
dark vision does not penetrate.
Oh yeah, no, you're right.
Yeah, you would know that.
Then, yeah, I would know that. Okay, let me think. There's darkness there. Like, where are we trying to get?
You know that
Where are we trying
Vladimir
to go?
is somewhere on the 3rd floor, in what was Ardenvast's audience hall. You saw one revenant on the rooftop, manning one of the battlements. You also know that up there is the beacon, which Godfrey mentioned that in ages past it had the ability to bestow miracles to people who bathed in the liquid fire.
Right. I think I'm going to turn into... I'm going to use my other wild shape. My second wild shape, turn into a flying cat, and I'm just going to kind of like shoot up like 40, 50 feet.
Okay.
Or I can only go 40 feet. I can only go 40 feet, so I'm going to shoot up 30 feet.
That will put you about eye
And
level with the
just-
rooftop. So you can see that there's a
Yeah.
revenant up here who is just sort of leaning against one of the battlements. He has turned his eyes back on the road, but he's not paying much attention to you. He has not noticed the fight in the mausoleum. It's on the opposite side of the castle from where he is. And the beacon continues rising another 30 feet above your head.
Right. So I'm going to go up 30 feet. You know what? I can dash with an action. So I'm going to go up to the beacon and like go into that area and kind of look
so
around.
You fly straight up to the tippy top of the beacon. I'm going to find the description of that real quick. We are in Argynvostholt, which is, I think, chapter 4 or chapter 5? No, it's all the way at the back. Argynvostholt, Argynvostholt, Argynvostholt.
Which, where should I go to...
You could just put your
distinguish
token off to
them?
the side for now. Yeah, if
Okay.
it becomes relevant, I'll do a little mock-up of the map.
Alright, so I'm just up there.
There we go. We're at chapter
guess
7, which is page
kind of looking
129.
around.
The beacon, the beacon, the beacon, the beacon. There we go. Wooden stairs climb to the tower's peak, which has a stone floor and a 30-foot high-pitched roof. Ravens roost on the crisscrossing rafters, coming and going through small holes in the roof. 10-foot high, 5-foot wide, arched windows are evenly spaced around the walls. Each window consists of a lead latticework filled with small panes of transparent glass. But you're able to fly around to the front if you would like to. From this vantage point, you can actually see quite a bit of Barovia, which I imagine is what you're stuck with first. Off to the east, you can see that the old bone grinder isn't too far from here. You can see its rickety skeletal arms turning gently in the wind. You can see Volaki lying a little ways down to the north. You can see the Wizard of Wines and Yester Hill. Far off to the west, you can see Kresk shrouded in a bit of fog up the mountainside. The smoke has dissipated from the meteor storm that Strahd sent there, but you know, it looks still a bit messed up. And to the south, you can see that there's a very large climbing mountain, no longer obscured by mist. You see this massive mountain that rivals Everest on the horizon, and you can see it rises up to completely block out that half of the sky. Other than that, it's just acres and acres of trees in every direction. But you're high enough up at the top of this fortress that you can see, or at the top of this beacon, that you can see most of the valley. And the beacon, you can see it's shining a silver light down. It touches most of these places. Beyond that, when you actually go come around, skirt around the beacon to get in here, you can see that at the base of the landing, there's actually a very large gargoyle with an axe in his hands. And this gargoyle, as you land on this turret, turns its head to you with ill intent. Would you like to remain here, or would you like to retreat?
I think as soon as they notice the not so friendly looking, they'll fly they only have 20 feet left, so they'll use those 20 feet to go same elevation, but 20 feet away from the gargoyle.
Fair enough. You fly away from it, and the gargoyle watches you
eyeing it up.
Yeah. It doesn't appear to have eyes, which is weird about it. This stone creature has a set of 4 arms. It is holding a giant double-headed axe in 2 of its arms. It has giant stone wings out of its back and had stone tail out the back. When you look at it, it looks vaguely draconic in nature, but it's made of stone, so it's hard to tell. But it's clearly not meant to be a human-shaped gargoyle. Or a humanoid gargoyle.
Interesting.
But yes, you can fly away. The gargoyle does not attack you. Diana's turn. So you are in the inky blackness. You are facing a revenant that you can no longer see, who is slowed.
Yeah. I'm just gonna continue trying to get him to remember. I'll just say, what was their oath again? Journey before destination, strength before weakness, like, what was the other time?
Yeah.
Life before death. You must remember your oath. Do not, would that not be the strong thing to do, to confront the past even though it hurts you?
I never wanted to be strong. I never wanted any of it. But it came regardless, and we chose regardless. I have chosen. I will not waver. I will not waver. If you would like to spend your action trying to persuade him again, we can have another charisma contest.
I will.
With one failure under your belt.
Oh,
With one failure under your belt.
that's performance, but it's the same.
Okay. Barely ekes it out. Yeah, so he will respond and he'll say, strength. Who cares of strength? It's not about strength. It's about repaying what you've been... it's about repaying what has been done to you. That is the point. I remember now. We repay what has been done to us. We are vengeance. We are knights. We are the thorn in his side. We are the fly in his ointment. We are the jailer that ensures his stay exacts its price.
I'll drop concentration on that. Just say,
okay.
Look to your brother. You can see he has remembered his oath.
He does not look away this time. You have failed twice to persuade him, so he has redoubled his commitment to his new oaths as he looks at you with his terrifying sunken eyes.
Okay, I think next turn I'm just gonna go for it. But yeah, that's it.
Okay. So Ileena, you, now that the darkness has dropped, you can see that Diana has been speaking with a revenant inside of the tower here. You probably also hear her. You're not that far. You can see that they are staring at one another. Some recognition between them. What would you like to do with your legion? Oh no, is Vicky dead?
I was muted.
Oh, there you go.
So I was saying that first of all, Godfrey will go here,
Okay.
and he will start approaching the night. I'm gonna be moving away into the mausoleum.
Okay. You move into the
'Cause
mausoleum.
I wanna do something. I don't know if it will do anything, but I wanna try.
So what is Godfrey's intent going towards Diana and the knight?
Pretty much convincing.
Convincing? Okay. So he will he will keep his rapier at his side and he will approach with his hands raised as if to approach a friend. What would you like to do in the mausoleum?
So, can you describe me the mausoleum again?
Yeah. It is a octagonal, not octagonal. Is it octagonal? Yeah, it's got 8 sides. It's an octagonal chamber. It is 20 feet across. There are alcoves in each. The little alcoves on each side are reliquaries that hold pieces of various lives that Argynvost led that are particularly meaningful for him. In one of them, you see that there's a not a headdress, but like a what is it called?
Helmet?
A veil. A veil
veil.
that like a princess would wear, made of gentle gossamer threads, sitting on a bust in one of these alcoves. In a different alcove, there's a framed portrait of a family. There's what you can obviously tell is Argynvost from what you've seen of him. Beautiful nobleman with silver hair and gray irises in his face, and standing next to him is a woman, and the two of them have their hands on the shoulders of a child in front of them who has preternaturally gray hair in this portrait.
Can I recognize, like, going from how the child, how people somewhat retain their lineages?
That sounds to
physical trait?
me like if you have somebody specific you want to compare it to, that'll be an insight.
No, I was just trying to recall if I ever seen somebody with such traits.
Okay, that'll be a history check.
History. I am dog shit at history, but let's go 15.
15. Okay. With that, you don't recognize anyone in the picture, but there is something about the facial structure. Now that you're looking at them in a family portrait, you've seen this face shape before. Like, there's something about the cheekbones and the set of the chin. You've seen this face before, or faces like this before. You can't place it though with a 15.
Okay, so what I am gonna do then?
But yeah, there's other things in the other alcoves as well. I don't have anything in mind, but yes.
Yeah, in general, alcoves with
family stuff
important yeah.
from his various levels.
So, can I reach for the skull? Like, is the skull in my reach?
It is within your reach. It has fused with the skeleton, so it is all one piece again.
Yeah, no, I just want to lay my hand on the skull.
Yes.
And just whisper to it, I guess.
Okay.
If a piece of Ironvost's soul is still in there, I wanna just whisper, I, Ireena of House Myth, officially put you, Ironvost of the Silver Knights, to rest, and take upon my shoulders the commanding of the Knights of the Silver Dragon.
Okay. Is there going to be any magical effect, or are you just saying this?
Let me see through
You are a cleric,
my spell.
so you do have some things.
I'm a cleric. Yes. And I'll have some spell slots for it. You gotta cast
Gentle repose.
Gentle Repose on it. Seems fitting.
Yeah.
Seems fitting to it.
As you make this commitment, and you take on this responsibility, you cast Gentle Repose, and there's a ringing sound as you cast the spell into the skeleton. It rings with a resonance, with the recognition of what you're doing, and the resonance raises and raises, and you're not sure if only you can hear it, but you hear a voice in all of that, and it says, "I accept." As this sound is ringing all around you, and when it dies down, you can see that the skeleton, more or less unchanged, it's a solid piece of what was living metal, but you definitely feel a lot more confident.
All right. Yes, that will be it, I guess, for this turn. Probably that consumed my action. I don't know, but I guess so. Yeah.
Well, that
makes
was an
sense.
action, and then you did all
That
that
was an
other
action. That was that was already an action.
Rory Aurora and Ireena Aurora get to go next. So there's a lot of oath shit going on. What are you guys up to?
Well, Rory is kinda not really much use in this fight. to be perfectly honest. So I think she, for now, is going to join Volk on top of the little crypt.
All right. So you can begin ascending the tower from the outside. I'm gonna need. You can fly. Never mind. I don't need a fly speed. You can get up there. Why don't you make an insight check as you look at the or not insight. The gargoyle. Do you want to check out the gargoyle?
Since you are pointing it out, sure.
Yeah. Arcana check. It's a magical construct. So go for it.
Hana, sure. 6. Never
It's a
mind.
gargoyle. You know they defend places of great interest, and that's about it.
We've seen a couple of other gargoyles before it came to the contact. I sit down back next to the gargoyle and do my little gargoyle stance that I haven't done in a long time.
Yeah. You know it's a
Respect
gargoyle.
memories.
You know that they exist to defend places, and you know this one seemed to want to hurt Volk. So something to keep in mind.
That maybe these gargoyle statues are more than just statues. We will see. And just sit down next to it and watch it for movement.
Okay. As you test the limits of this thing, you could tell it doesn't seem to acknowledge your presence whatsoever unless you actually land on the terrace and try to enter the beacon.
I mean, for now, I would sit next to the gargoyle, I guess.
That works. As long
don't
as you don't set
see-
feet on the stone steps, it won't bother you.
Just so I don't mix this up. Is Volk on the main building or on the little crypt on top right?
No, Volk is actually the chapel here, at the below everybody. It goes up to the 3rd floor, and then above that there's another tower on top of that. The top of that is where the beacon is. So Volk flew all the way up to almost the top, saw the gargoyle, and went down to a slightly lower level where I believe they're in mid-flight. I don't think they've perched yet.
Then I would basically hover next to Volk.
That works.
I would tell them, hey, the gargoyle is giving you a funny look. Then Ireena would go in here.
Yeah, I
and
noticed.
show where the door is.
All right.
I think she can go in.
She can go in. She can't get up the stairs though. It is blocked.
Oh, well.
Is
And
she
instead
going
of
to
going
attack
there,
or
she
do
can
any
go like
spells?
tiny bit.
That
I
works.
mean, if she can't reach then, can she reach the dude?
She
Feels
would,
like she can.
she would. Yes, she would. If she stands here, she would have 5 foot. She can get around Diana to hit him.
So I guess she does an awkward step around the corner
That works.
twice.
Both of those are gonna hit. Yeah.
She's
a,
pretty good at taking today.
A 15 total, and it's a magical weapon. So it takes all of it.
It's 14 total. The first one took the crit.
Right.
For the +1, so it's 9 and 5. And that's just what Aurora was gonna do.
All right.
They're not very useful
There-
against
there we go.
in this situation. So
Now that Ireena's inside the chapel, when Ireena looks around, she can see that this is a chapel to a god of justice, of lawful justice. There's that symbol on the altar. The altarpiece is a metallic dragon flying over a portrait of a depiction of a sun, and there are braziers and no pews, but it's a nice place. You could tell in ages past there would have been incense burned here, and it would have been very nice. Knight turn. Knight has not been convinced yet. He's had 2 failed charisma contests to be convinced, so he's mad. So he is still slowed, but he does have his attack. So he is going to try to hit Diana. It's an 8. It does not hit Diana. Then he's going to make a wisdom save to try to get out of the slow. Fails. He remains slowed. We come back to Volk. So Riley, you are muted, but it is your turn. Volk is at the tippy top of the tower.
Yeah. As Rory has a skull and crossbones over her.
She should not. She has no longer been sworn vengeance against. No, she is still sworn vengeance against. He hasn't dropped it because he hasn't had a reason to. So she is still sworn vengeance against.
They're gonna kind of like look at Rory, and the little cat shoulders shrug, and they're just they're gonna circle around the tower, I guess. I don't know what to do.
All right, fair enough. So you can circle around the tower, doing recon.
Sure.
There's not much else I can tell you about here.
I don't want to start another conflict while everybody else is dealing with the one guys.
Yeah, that's
I'm
very
just
fair.
gonna.
So you continue circling around. You can see that in the middle of the roof, there was an impact at some point from up above, and the center of the roof has caved in. So there's actually a hole leading up to the third floor through the roof. You can't catch sight of anything through there, but you can see that the hole exposes multiple rooms to the air. Actually,
Is it like over here?
Yeah, it is basically dead center.
Elsewhere.
Dead center.
Okay, because we can't see the third floor from this map.
Yeah. It's basically here on the roof. If you want to give me a perception check, it's based on sight,
All right.
so you'll have your advantage.
I don't have an advantage on sight.
Oh, never mind then. Just a regular one.
I have advantage on smell. Perception. That's a dirty 20.
Dirty 20 is still very good. So with a dirty 20, you can actually see into this hole as you're circling around. So you can see that the hole opens up into the middle of a hallway. Through the hallway, as you circle around, you can see that there is a throne room up here. As you're circling around, you can see that there's a very large chair made entirely of silver, and the back of the chair is a sculpture of a dragon roosting. It's got its wings proudly displayed behind its back. It's got its 4 legs perched on the back of this chair.
With all this dragon iconography, I am genuinely shocked these dudes didn't realize their boss was a trick.
Yeah. With a dirty 20, you can both see in here, and you can also see that there is a figure sitting in this throne. It looks like he is talking to something. He's holding something in his hand which he's talking to. Beyond that, you can see there are 2 bodyguards of his, very clearly revenants, standing on either side of the throne as well. So there are 3 people that you can see through the hole in the ceiling.
All right, I'm gonna relay that information to Rory and do nothing else.
Rory now has this information as well, and you do nothing else. Diana, you are doing your best to talk this man down from his suicide or his murderous rage. How's it going so far?
It's going poorly. I think he's still not much of a threat. He's not hit her once.
Nope. The slow really took the wind out of his sails.
Yeah, she just has she's really bad at persuading people.
It's true. The way these guys work is they use their bonus action and then do some really bad shit. But their multi-attack is gone, and they can only do a bonus action or an action. So they're just nothing cool they can do is activating.
She sees he's still slow, so she's just gonna keep on trying to persuade, I think.
Okay.
Oh god.
I mean, there are other charisma skills you can try to do, if you want.
They're all the same. Diana's really not charismatic. I think persuasion is the one she would go with. It's the kindest one.
It's true.
I know you are tired of this. But it does not have to be forever. Strahd does not have to be imprisoned forever. You've just been here stagnant for centuries. Do you not care about the journey of life? Passing on into the next?
Life is a candle. The flame gives it warmth, and I can no longer see the flame.
Would you not like to pass on into the embrace of the Raven Queen or Bahamut?
There is no rest. That is what we lost.
But there can be. I'll try persuading.
Okay, another charisma contest.
Oh!
Oh yeah.
Can I use
He's
my
having none of
advantage?
it.
Oh,
He's having none
my
of it.
advantage.
Oh, you want to use your
It wouldn't work,
dice?
because he also got a 19.
Go for it.
I have a -1.
Go for it.
Oh, yeah, you already rolled it anyway, so I knew.
Oh,
It's
fair
fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think once this guy's slow wears off, I'm just gonna try and down him. That's it for me.
Yeah, he looks at you at that point, and he sets his jaw, and he's not having any of it. He doubles down.
Yeah, that's it for me.
Oh, okay. I'll fill you in a second. The knight will make eye contact with you again, and, like true deep eye contact, and you see something clicks in place and sets, and he makes a decision in that moment, and even slowed, and he says, "There is no rest, and there will never be any rest. There is no healing. We are dead. Our fate was sealed the moment he killed us, and we will never change."
Mm.
Then he sets his jaw and prepares to kill you.
No.
As for Mia, what Volk shared with you is that as they were flying around, they could see that there's a massive hole in the roof from something that fell from the sky, and through the hole they can see that there's an audience chamber with a silver throne within, with a dragon perched on the back of it, like a statue of a silver dragon perched on the back of it, and sitting in the throne is a man who is talking to something he's holding in his hand, and there are two revenants on either side of him as bodyguards.
Neat.
So the two of you know about that.
Stupid.
You can always do something stupid. Ireena Myth, you have gentlely reposed the remains of Argynvost. You have received some sort of resonance of his acceptance about this. Would you like to do anything else? You're muted, by the way, maybe? I don't see it.
Yes, I was. I was.
There you
Yeah, I just muted my mic. Yeah, I think this is his place of rest, so I don't wanna disturb his newfound rest. So yeah, I think I'll just get here and
Okay.
look through the arrow slit.
Yeah. You can see Diana has made a right mess of this guy, and he's doubled, tripled, quadrupled down in his position, and it doesn't take much of an insight check to. It doesn't even take an insight check to see this guy is set. He has closed his heart. Whatever window the beacon opened has shut.
All right. I guess. I guess I will. What will it? Can I reach out for him?
Yeah. Arrow slit is probably 10 feet up off the ground. So you'd have to get
Okay.
up the wall a bit. to reach him through it.
Okay, so I'm not in melee with him.
No.
Well, that changes everything then.
You can see him, but you're not in melee range.
Yeah, sure, then I will be like, well, it seems like you've chosen the wrong path. I may bring you rest as I did to your previous master. And, I'll guiding bolt this motherfucker.
Okay, go for it.
I know it will do nothing as damage, but it gives advantage on attacks. So,
Fair enough.
22.
Yeah, 22 will absolutely hit.
It's 17 range.
Yeah, jeez.
That's first level.
So that's gonna be
This
the
one should
fourth
not
psychic?
be first level. No, the first psychic won't. That's only for cantrips.
Never mind. So it's going to
Yeah.
take 17 radiant reduced to half is 8.
Yeah,
And,
yeah, I think it is.
Yeah. Next person has advantage to hit him.
Indeed. And that's the end of my turn. And then Godfrey. Godfrey will do nothing. Godfrey's even in range. Yeah, Godfrey will just.
Could you have him make an intelligence check?
Yeah, sure. 20.
Yeah. So he remembers. He remembers that there are within this room would be spare holy symbols. So he can approach the altar on his turn. And find his holy symbol, which for the Knights of Argynvost are these beautiful silver rings with a blue gemstone, and embedded in the blue gemstone is the filigree of a silver dragon. So he places one on his finger, and he will probably think to grab one for you as well, since you are now a member of the order.
Sure. Yeah, could be that considered a
Probably an action.
just a free action
Probably.
or a death.
Probably an
Yeah.
action because you had to remember where they were and then go get them.
Sure. Then, as a bonus action, he'll then cast Aura of Vitality.
Very good.
So, 30-foot radius area until the spell ends. Can use a bonus action each. Oh no, that's casting time of one action. I read it wrong. Then he is not gonna do that for now, and is just gonna. This is an action too. Yes. That's not. Don't. I think he's just gonna rest where he is.
Okay.
Yep. That's. Oh well. Yeah. Probably just stand where he is. Right there.
All right.
That's all his movement.
That sounds good.
That's it. That's it for my turn.
We come to the Auroras. So Rory and Ireena, not much to do. Not much to do at all. But what would you like to do?
So we will do Ireena real quick. She's maxed guy twice. The
Very
first
good.
one's with advantage, but still only a 14, and that's pretty bad.
Yeah, the 14 will hit because the slow is still in effect. So that'll be 6 slashing.
6. That's it.
All right.
So with Rory, I would like to fly into the throne room.
Okay. Well, you will definitely get some aggro there. But yeah, you can absolutely fly in. The bodyguards on either side of the throne don't notice you at all. But the figure on the chair, as soon as you enter the room, he will stiffen and place whatever he was holding on a little table at his side. And he will rise from the throne and turn to face you. And you see a face looking back at you, which is as ancient and hollow as Godfrey's face. I will drop in the overhead the picture of Vladimir Horngard. Since you have now met him.
Ooh. He is talking to a skull friend. It's Charles. He's talking with Charles.
Yes, so this man turns and faces you, and you can see he is wearing what was once beautiful full plate mail, but has been broken down and probably a lower AC over the ages. Yes, he looks at you with his hollow, undead face, and he cocks his head, and he says, "Who are you? Why are you here?"
Well, my name is Rory Aurora. I come here to talk about your vengeance. About Strahd and the one who stands behind him, the one who should be the actual target of your vengeance.
He smiles and he says, Vampire. I know this name. I know this being. I do not care why he did it. I only care that he pays. Have you ever lost anything? Anyone? Rory, Aurora? Do
I
you
have
know?
lost more than I can count. More than once.
Then you know
Every
the
single
pain.
time it came back to me. It just left again. I've known fair amount of pain. I'm guessing not as much pain as you who have lived in pain for hundreds of years. Yet I know one thing. The person you're trying to get your vengeance on does not exist anymore. The one that used to be Strahd Zarovich has crumbled away over the ages by the torture yet to endure by you and by Vampire. The man that used to rule this land is but an empty shell now. A puppet, not only in name, but also in actual puppet right now, as far as I have heard from a passing friend of mine. No matter what, you will not have vengeance against Strahd, for he does not exist as a person anymore.
I don't believe you. At that point, he is going to reach out his hand in front of him, and shimmering out of mist appears Alistor, the Sword of Lightning. And he will
God.
bring it down to his side, and a trail of sparks follow it as he goes, and he says, I don't believe you at all. If you truly understand this pain, then you should know the pain makes you special. You can't just take it away. The pain is the only thing that animates us. The pain is the only thing that makes any of the suffering worth it. To the pain, Rory, Aurora, that is why we are here.
I've learned something. One thing, maybe. It is not worth it. Neither the pain and nor the suffering. In the end, it is all for naught anyway. You choose to stay on this path, to suffer, to bring pain, to receive pain. We can offer you an out, if you desire.
He looks to the fellow knights who look to him for guidance. He shakes his head and he says, My out is the fulfillment of my ageless hate. My out is seeing him broken, immovable and immoving, as I take the thing he cares for over and over and over again. It doesn't matter why. My pain is only justified by his pain. Only that fulfillment can give it meaning. And at the end of the day, that is the point of the journey of life, to find its meaning. And that meaning, we'll call it paying it forward.
And it appears that you are lost. A fool bound by the same broken ideals as the one that he wishes to hurt. The one that he wishes vengeance against. I guess it was futile of me to attempt to talk. I shall be back with the others.
Where is
but
the
no.
heart?
Honestly, I don't know.
Shakes his head and he
I
says,
know we have it, but I don't know where it is.
yeah, he will shake his head at that point and say, well then what do you saw you to me? And he will bring the sword before his face and cast lightning bolt from it. So I'm going to need you to make a dex save.
That is so rude.
Yeah, imagine.
$16.
16. I believe that passes Alistor's DC.
Not 18. Oh, it's 14 only. That's nothing.
Yeah. So you're going to take half damage. 17 lightning bolt damage. As this shock streaks through the air, passes right through you. Volk, you can see this lightning bolt flash out of the ceiling. The rest of you hear a clap of thunder as the lightning bolt goes off.
Ouch.
But that's probably enough for your turn.
Yeah, I'm just looking and check my head. Wanna know if anything? The one that Strahd shot at me hurt a lot more. And since I in theory have not had an action, I would just fly out again since I told him I will come back with friends later.
Fair enough. You can absolutely retreat. You are not in range of anything, so you're good to go. Okay, back down to the fight at hand. This knight is going to restore his 10 hit points. He is going to attack, because he does not care. He has also committed himself to the murder. So he's going to attack Diana with disadvantage again. It's 9. Nothing still.
No.
So Volk, you're flying up above. You saw Rory go fly in and have a conversation, which you probably could overhear. And then Rory flew back out as a giant lightning bolt shot into the sky. You're muted, by the way.
I always have to mute myself because of the trains and then I forget about it.
Okay.
Volk kind of like looks at her like, oh boy. So trying to convince the guy to do things, not so helpful. I suppose. I am gonna continue to circle, I suppose. Unless the guy, I'm gonna try to get out of line of sight of the hole in the roof.
That works. That's not hard to do. As you're watching, you see he turns back to his throne, where he returns to and he settles in. Yeah. He does not seem interested in pursuing you at this time.
Alright.
Yeah. If you're just going to continue flying around and looking around. I will say, the Revenant on the tower definitely noticed that this happened. So this Revenant has become aware of things and is shouldering his crossbow to start shooting at you. So it might be wise for you guys to take cover.
Go down. Yes. I think I might do that.
We jump back to Diana's turn as you communicate this with Rory. Diana, the knight in front of you seems to have fully committed himself to this life of vengeance.
Okay, and at this point, I'm just going to go in.
Okay.
So 1,
So
2, and 3.
All of them hit.
16, 26, 32, 49.
Yeah, that's a lot of damage. He's gonna need some flex tape to make up for that.
And can I step back so that Ilena can finish him off?
Yeah, you could probably squeeze through Ireena's space.
Ireena, sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, this guy doesn't have a reaction right now, so it's all good.
Yep, and that's it for me.
Okay. We come to Ilena's turn. So Ileena, Godfrey has retrieved his holy symbol, and he's got one for you as well, a symbol of your order, the Knight of Argynvost.
Yes. So. I will cast another guiding bolt. That's not the right Ilena. I will cast a guiding bolt at him.
Okay. I'm going to do this symbol for guiding bolt instead. The last one would have triggered for one of Diana's attacks, but they were all so high it didn't matter.
Not guiding bolt. I'm not told at him.
That works too.
So I need a wisdom save.
Okay.
20? Yeah, that's
20,
it.
Is that
That
half
Godfrey
damage or
will
nothing?
just smack him. No, it's nothing. It's nothing.
That
It's
works.
cantrip. Not that good.
Ooh, well, 13 will hit.
13 will hit for 16 piercing.
Still up, but barely.
He'll move away. He doesn't have reactions anyways.
Yeah. This Revenant also took fire
Have you-
damage.
by the
from
way,
that
have you
attack,
been-
So it's not regenerating.
Have you been making wisdom saves for them
I've not.
against the slow?
I was remembering really well early on. Well, it would be gone now. Alright.
Yeah, I think it.
Rory,
it
you
will
are no
be,
longer sworn vengeance against. Woo. Alright. So Ileena did something, Godfrey did something, the other Revenant on your team is
Yeah,
continuing.
he is. He.
So much stuff.
Yeah, he will guard. He'll be the new guard of the
tomb.
tomb, the new tomb guard.
I did the wrong number there. It's just plus 10, not plus 70. There we go. Okie doke.
Yeah, that's it for now. For me, at least.
Rory is up on the rooftop, and Ireena is inside. So what are you going to do?
Well, double smack.
Double smack.
Yes, well.
Both of them will hit, and it has 7 hit points, so Ireena will kill it. As she stabs into it, yes, as she kills it, she will say, I am so sorry that you couldn't hear what we had to say. I don't do this joyfully, she says as she lops his head off. There's a wheeze through the decapitated head. It says, it doesn't matter. It has never mattered. We will have our revenge. And then that body expires and returns to the corpse of the person it was before the Revenant took it over. So we're out of initiative now. We're also quite a ways into this session.
Yeah, we are.
need to pee. Do we want to have a pee break and then come back?
Yeah, I'm down for it.
Alright. Pee break and we'll be back. 5-10 minutes or so.
Okay.
I'm gonna use the option to heal Rory real quick.
Yeah, I'll be healing people. We'll need to heal here. Did I even take? Sorry, did you take damage?
I've not took damage yet.
How much?
I've not took damage yet.
You've not taken damage?
Not this
Did it-
combat.
Did anybody even take? Are you under your max though?
I'm under, yeah. I'm at 62 out of 81.
Let me see if he has anything. Yeah. Godfrey will cast Horror of Fatality.
Okay.
Oh, then I will actually not do cure wounds.
And pop his bonus actions for everybody in there. What? Regains 3 HP! Wow! Big things there, guys. Big things.
Now you regenerate 2d6 times 10.
Yeah. It's,
Yep.
So 30. split between.
I'll just roll. So now we remain not 18d6. Shall I roll the 18d6? No, that's the 20s. That's the wrong
Oh my
thing.
God.
57. I think that heals up completely.
Ireena's missing 18 and Rory is missing. What was it, like 17?
Yeah, I think that we are all fully healed now.
So then the guy basically hits everyone to full. That was damage because we barely missed HP.
Yeah.
Okay. Are we ready to carry on? I think we just need to get Vladimir.
Yeah, we just need to check this motherfucker.
Where was it that you encountered Vladimir? Mia?
Sure.
On the third
All the way
floor.
up.
Third floor.
Yeah, we have only 2 floors here.
Okay.
I think we can rush up to the third floor and
Yeah, let's get moving.
we can. I think that after that, everything else, we can the whole exploration. If you want to do explore that shit, we can do after the.
Yeah, I think once
That's
we
our-
get Vladimir, it'll be a lot easier to turn the others.
Yeah, after it.
Okay, I'm gonna move up these stairs then.
After I'll create a dictate. I would say
I'm gonna...
completely legit. Not dictatorship government. Not what I did in Parliament.
Yeah. Are we taking a small break? Or-
Yeah, we are taking a small break.
Okay.
By the way, every single time I'm gonna hear you, I wanna know info on the game.
Alright, I'll keep you up to date.
Yeah, 'cause I love that game.
Oh,
It's
thanks.
really good. Yeah, it was nice. It was really nice. I've been finishing up and refining the lore for my ArcNet setting because 41 pages is the right amount of lore you can have for a world in it.
41 pages is a lot. I don't think I even have 41 pages. I don't think I have 41 pages.
Yeah.
If I have around 20.
Fun fact: the 41 pages is the player's doc.
Oh god.
You want a link to it? Want to check through it?
I probably wouldn't get around to reading it, so I'm not gonna make any promises, but you can send it to me if you want.
Yeah, sure.
I probably won't read it all the way through, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, you can skim through it if you want to. Mostly, I'm fine. I'm looking for people to find issues in it and be like, "Hey, there is a plot hole," and I'll be like, "Hey, I'm just saying what the what Hypergriff wants to say to me." That's the problem with adapting game or book settings to D&D. Sometimes you may have plot holes or things that are just not said in it that could be relevant.
Yeah.
Need to make shit up. That's not a big deal. By the way, do we have any notice on Ariadne?
I've not heard anything from him. He's doing fine.
Yeah, same.
me and Yusuf are planning on splitting a box of Dominaria packs because we want a bunch of cards from it.
Oh, that's really nice.
I really want to make a Joda the Unifier deck in paper.
You are insane.
Well, okay, I have it on Moxfield. I posted the deck list. Joda is like $7, right? Bit less, Moxfield inflates the price.
Problem is that a lot of legendary permanents are really important for that deck to work, maybe really high.
No, Sisei is like 50 cent.
Which one of the two CCs do you run?
Weatherlight Captain. The one that...
the
good one?
The white colored one? Or the...
Yeah, the white with Wooberg, such a...
I know which one. I run my...
Yeah.
To be honest, I would love to play my Life Trouble deck because it's really, like, it's fun to play. It's a somewhat a Planeswalker deck, but it's so, like, Planeswalker is so, like, I run Liliana of the Veil in there, so.
I was planning on making a Angels Tribal deck to try and make in paper. And, like, it was so depressing because every time I was scrolling through EDH Rep and I'd see like the staples from my like current Angels Tribal and I was like, okay, that's like $20. That one's like $30. That's $15. Like, it was like it would not have been the same deck. There would be almost no cards that I could actually.
You know what actually will always kill you is looking up the cost for like
lands.
No, lands as well, because I've always found lands to be the most fucky thing about Magic.
Yeah, I want to pull. I'm hoping that once Infinity releases, the shock lands will go down.
No, they won't. They won't.
You really don't think so?
No.
Yeah.
No.
I might try and buy some. What rarity are the shock lands?
Shock lands? Shock lands aren't even that expensive, to be honest. Like, how much are they?
They're like 15.
They're $15?
Yeah, they're fucking expensive.
Really?
Yeah.
Last time, when I played the shock lands, they cost nothing.
Blood Crypt is from Return to Ravnica is $35.
What?
Yeah.
Last time I played during Return of Ravnica in paper, like really played during.
Oh, sorry, Ravnica Allegiance is $20.
Yeah. It's the new Ravnica sets, I know, yeah. But it's so stupid. Like last time I checked, it costs way less. Maybe they will go down, but not in a lot. The problem are fetch lands if you run them.
Yeah.
Because fetch lands are crazy expensive. What else?
Oh, the stained glass land cards look so good. I love them.
Yeah. Well, most of the alternate art is so good. The stained glass ones there was, from Amonkhet, if I'm not mistaken, or Eldritch Moon, there was a series of really nice Planeswalker altar arts.
Yeah.
Where it was like Gideon, Chandra, Nissa, probably Liliana, but they were like zombie versions of themselves.
Oh, that's cool.
It's really cool.
I got a foil stained glass island from that pre-release I went to. It's such a good looking card, honestly.
I have a foil basic swamp. But hey, I have a 1993 basic planes.
Nice.
Yeah.
I have some old land islands actually. Let me see.
Yeah. Because the local game stores, they have all those free lands that you can pick. Yeah.
I have a 1997 and a 1993 basic island.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
I have a foil pre-release Ayara First of Lothryn. That was actually the card I based my by the time
Nice.
standard deck around. It was a standard
Yeah.
Agini Pride Mate life gain. Yeah, I was one of those filthy players.
So the other week, me and my friends were in Manchester, and we went to the local game shop, right? And I wanted to pick up some basic forests for my Zaxura deck. Oh, one sec, my food's ready. I need to get it out the oven.
Hello, I'm here.
Welcome back.
I'm sorry, I just realized I forgot to turn on my mic when I came back up here. Hello.
Hey, welcome back.
Thank you. Hello. Is everybody here?
We
I
healed
think
a
so,
lot
yeah.
thanks to the aura from the dude. And I think that's about it.
Good. Is Riley here? Doesn't sound like it. Still waiting on Riley. Never left. Alright, so it was just me. I'm so sorry. I took so long. I realized I never statted out the Ring of the Order. So Godfrey will give you the Ring of the Order, which I'm just finishing right now.
Alright.
It is that, okay.
Is it just a basic?
No, it's
pretty much?
it's a holy symbol, but if you attune to it, you gain access to some draconic abilities. I'm just typing them out at the moment.
Yo, that's nice.
Alright.
Yeah,
we
I
just
cast
chat.
Aura of Vitality from Godfrey to heal us up a bit before the big fight, the big scary fight.
So this will take a short rest to attune to, but after that,
I'm back.
you can also only have 3.
Welcome back.
So if you have more than 3.
I have one right now, so
Okay.
I have only the Blood Spear, which, little spoiler, I'll probably unattune for.
Yeah, it's a lawful
fuck
evil
that shit.
item, and this is or is it a chaotic? I don't remember, but it is an evil item. Whereas this
Yeah,
is
it is an evil item.
this is a good item.
Yeah, I just need to see if the shield of the dragon is also an attunement spell, an attunement thing. No, it isn't. It's just that. Also, should have a +2 to initiative. Okay. I always had a +2 to initiative due to the shield, and I always forgot about it. That's HBQ.
You know what? I'm just gonna show this to everybody, and I will continue editing it as I go because you're not high enough level to
Yeah.
get this last ability, so it doesn't matter. Doot. Hadoop. Magic items. Ring of the Order of the Silver Dragon is live.
Alright,
Okay,
lucky.
so it can be used as a holy symbol for Knights of the Order of the Silver Dragon. I need to add attunement by a lawful good creature that has
Ha, I'm not lawful good.
sworn. Probably good then. Oh yeah, silver dragons are just neutral.
I'm not even good! I'm lawful. Lawful neutral.
Well, sounds like you can't attune to it then.
Yeah.
Maybe it's time for change of heart.
Yeah.
Maybe you should become a good person.
I should
Rory
become a
did
good
it. She
noodle.
doesn't regret it. She used to be evil, now she's good.
Okay, so that'll be in italics. This will be in bold. Formatted like everything else. This will be in bold.
In italics.
This will be in bold.
Meanwhile, Volk has remained a chaotic neutral the entire game.
Yep.
Yeah,
yeah.
I've shifted quite a bit of
I think Diana's remained pretty chaotic good this whole game.
That's true, yeah. So
Yeah.
with the Order of the Silver Dragon, to use that as a holy symbol, you need to be in allegiance to the Order of the Silver Dragon. If you are in good standing and you are a good aligned character, you can attune to it. While you are attuned to it, when you are levels 3 to 8, you gain resistance to cold damage or immunity to cold damage if you already resist cold damage. At levels 8 to 13, you would also gain access to the breath weapon of a Dragonborn, as if you were a Silver Dragonborn of your level. And then you get a Draconic Aura when you are levels 13 to 18, which is not within scope of this game, so I don't know why I was typing it out, but that's the trajectory you would get.
That's cool to see. That's cool
Yeah.
to see. So yeah.
Yeah, so you gain
Cool.
Draconic abilities if you are good aligned, which you are not currently, so you can attune
Which
to
I'm
it.
not.
But you can use that as a holy symbol.
I can use this as
that
a
is
holy
good.
symbol, yes.
But yes, to attune to it, you would no longer be able to
Oh.
attune to any of your evil items, which the
Yeah,
spear
I
do.
would. I was planning to attune to my spear anyways after this arc, so yeah.
Fair enough. Yeah, feel no pressure to change your alignment necessarily. But that is the restriction. The ring is a noble, a good aligned item, so it will only tolerate attunement by good creatures.
Okay.
Okay.
Makes sense.
Okay, so we now have that all settled. We know that Vladimir is up on the roof, in his throne room. We have laid Argynvost to rest. We have, I assume, taken another short rest to recover.
Did we need
I
one?
think we have.
We did not.
I
Okay.
think we need one.
Right. Because Godfrey had his aura up, or his spell up. Everybody healed from his aura of vitality. So what are we doing? What's the plan?
Plan was to, I think, go direct, run up to the 3rd floor and
Vladimir.
go beat that motherfucker.
Go beat up that
Yeah.
motherfucker?
Roy would have told them that he's beyond saving, that he is so consumed by his hate, anger, and vengeance that there will be no talking to him, and that the others, when he's around, seem to be focused on him and what he says. So
Okay.
at least in the fight, there will most likely not be a chance to convince them. They will only be killing him, and then maybe we can convince them.
All right. In that case, we can jump over to the new map, because we're on the 3rd floor.
Alright.
You know that the gargoyle is over there, and you know that Godfrey, or Vladimir and his bodyguards are in here. How are you approaching, I should ask? How are you going to approach the 3rd floor? Do you want to go through the house? Do you want to go through the outside? Do you want to have Volk and Rory fly you up? What's the deal? How are we doing this?
I think we could get the phone up.
Yeah, I think we could get flown up, yeah.
Right.
I'm not completely opposed to that.
Reminder, I have -2 strength.
And I am
Okay,
currently
maybe we
attacked.
go through the house. Maybe we go
Yeah.
through the house.
Probably we can
No,
go
just
to
take
the
stairs.
stairs. Yeah, we can
Okay.
just take the
I
stairs.
vote
Yeah.
for stairs.
Yeah. If you're going to climb up
Like
the
that.
beacon, you will have to contend with the gargoyle who is at the landing.
Hey.
No,
we
I'm sorry,
They
you don't,
have
because the
stairs.
gargoyle is not at the rooftop level.
Oh, okay.
The
We're
beacon
here.
is even higher. This gargoyle is not.
It's like
this
that scene
gargoyle
in
is
the
over here.
movies where they go to take the elevator, but it just doesn't come in time, so they end up having to take the stairs instead.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah, that's us. That's
Is
us,
this
yeah,
the
exactly.
gargoyle technically, or is that a
no,
dragon?
sorry, the gargoyle is up here. This is where the beacon is, at the top of
Okay.
the beacon.
This looks really cool. I think Volk would have glanced at that and thought it was cool.
Beautiful, beautiful. I'm sorry, this is a bit of a mess. I'm not running this
Uh,
exactly as written.
Do not worry.
Should we
yes,
drop our weapons somewhere?
Yeah, so you would be here. I'll do the thing where you'll be at Q50.
You can see the HP of the Revenant.
Oh, all the way up
Yeah.
there.
At the top of the stairs,
Oh,
you'll be
this-
over here.
Alright.
Ah, there. We don't want to go
And this-
that high, though, do we?
I think we
'Cause
do.
you
We
wanted
need to
come in
go
through the
up.
roof, right?
We need to go all the way up.
Oh.
Third floor. Wait, we're going to Vladimir, and Vladimir's on the third floor?
Yeah.
Paladin is on the 3rd floor.
So yeah, I guess you don't
So
have
we
to go
would
all the way
we
up.
would only want to go up. We would only want to go this way.
That's true.
Yeah, exactly.
You might
Let
want
me
to
just-
take away the control we have over the Revenants because we can control the ones with the
That's
Paladin
true.
here.
Yeah.
Don't want you guys.
And we see
sneaking
the HP
things.
as well because of it.
Yeah, this guy
Alright.
just fell out the window. Oh no!
Oh no!
Oh no!
Oh, Vladimir, I hated you. I want to be the leader guy. Flop.
No.
Oh, he attacked Vladimir.
No, you do have to go up to the higher level because these don't have doors, and these are accessible on the
okay.
second floor. So you have to go up
Okay.
to the main steps, which goes straight up to the top.
Okay.
Hey,
So
How
we're
do we
here.
get-
guess where I am.
I'm assuming Godfrey is showing us the way through all this.
Yeah, he is getting his memories back as he goes, and he remembers where various parts of the building are. I'm sorry,
Yeah.
I was wrong again.
Ah. Mole Godfrey.
The middle stairs they're actually only accessible from the rooftop. So you would be climbing up the spiraling small stairs on either side, which would lead you
Yeah.
all the
To
way
here.
up. The battlements
And
Which-
then,
is
down
where
here.
the gargoyle is. It was right there. Because
but it was
at,
outside, wasn't it?
Yes, because up here is the actual beacon proper. You landed at the entrance to the beacon, which is where the gargoyle is guarding, which is here at the base of the stairs up to the...
Godfrey is tiny.
changing its size. There you go.
Mole
There's
Godfrey.
something on the map there. I
But
need
the
to double check.
gargoyle was outside, and these are enclosed stairways, aren't they? Or are they not enclosed?
It would be on
So
the
he was
top
up
one of the
here.
stairs then? No, he would have been at the top. You're right.
I don't know where he is.
Neither do I.
He was definitely outside.
This is the problem with making up some stuff as you go. You get a little confused. Yeah, I think he would be at the top
Gargoyle's
floor
not
then.
that much of a problem.
I don't think he would be in there.
Yeah, I think Volk would kind of circle, kind of find somewhere to not be visible while everybody else is climbing up the stairs, and kind of wait for them to reach the top of the
Oh, I
stairs
know
here.
what that marker is on the... I know what that marker is on the map now. Yes, so you absolutely can't get up to the top of the stairwell. So you enter into the landing right below the beacon. The gargoyle is right above you, guarding the entrance to the actual beacon itself. Yeah, and then you can go up or down from here. Who is heading out first?
I think probably Godfrey could lead the way. I'll be
Okay.
just behind him.
So Godfrey is more than 40 pounds. So when he steps on the section of floor here, it is going to break under him. Are you right behind him, Ireena?
Yep.
Okay. So the two
Gonna
of you
try
are going
and-
to break through. Can I get a dex
Oh.
save from both of you?
You certainly can. 18 for
Yeah,
me.
you're fine.
And dex save.
Yeah.
8.
An 8. Okay. So the two of you, we're going to get... how much damage was that? Because you're going to fall to the lower level. Why did I close the book? This was a terrible decision.
Why did you close the book, Spencer?
Okay, you fall 20 feet to the landing below. That sounds to me like it's going to be 2d6. If you fail, which Godfrey did.
sounds.
And you would take half, Ireena, from the fall damage.
All right.
As you brace yourself. Okay, so Godfrey takes 7. Pretty much immediately heals it back.
Yeah, exactly.
You're going to take 3 bludgeoning damage as you
yep.
fall.
I can certainly take 3.
Yep. But you are now down here.
All right. I'll just be.
You guys all right down there?
Yes, the stairs are slightly.
In such a rush to
Decayed.
get down, I see.
Yes, indeed.
Salty Volk.
Yeah. We be down there now.
I'll fly down and join them, I guess.
All right. Yeah, so everybody can make your way down. Now that you know it's there, you can very easily get your way down. You can crack open the door. It is not locked. You come out to see the rooftop out here, and there's a revenant on his perch.
Right.
So, initiative tracker, I think.
Has he noticed us?
With a loud smash and bang as people fall through the
Yeah.
stairwell? I think so.
I was thinking I could just sneak up and shove him.
He's definitely noticed you. You could probably still shove him, but you'll have to get over there first. Let's get initiative rolls, please.
Oh, he's... Oh, wait, no, he is actually within range of my turn 1 movement.
Oh, hey. there's
God.
this. That is...
And another very low initiative.
Fuck, I didn't tag it my token.
Godfrey with the natural 20.
Didn't he get a natural 20 last
Yeah,
minute too?
Godfrey is just so fast.
Amazing.
So fast. All right. So descending order.
Wow, Diana's not actually first this time. What the fuck, guys?
Yeah. Damn.
There
Godfrey
you
gets to go first, actually. So the knight is... yeah, he's got his crossbow ready. He's opened the door because he heard the commotion. He's coming out with his crossbow ready. What's up?
Yeah, Godfrey will just, I think he'll just move his... But he'll just dash. Dash into here. Does this provide cover?
From the archer, yeah. Godfrey can
Yeah.
see down into the lower level, where you can see Vladimir and the two knights over here.
How far of a drop is it?
From there, you're just dropping 1 level, so it'd be about 10 feet.
Okay. No, not a lot.
Not a lot, no.
I guess we could do that. We could jump back there.
So Rory.
So, with all the searching around, we are supposed to be in this tower, right?
Yes.
And the others went up, and then fell down here, back down to
Well,
where the rest of us
you
was.
arrived on this level where the hole is. Godfrey and Ireena fell through the hole there, which alerted the revenant over here. And so now you've potentially come down to the lower level, unless you wanted to stay up on the higher level of the stairs.
I guess we would still be on the high level, like somewhere like here, right?
That works, yeah.
I'm with these rodents. I'm still very unsure what to do because both my characters don't really do much.
That's fair.
Knowing that there's more revenants on top, I will actually go up with both of them here and make sure that no one's coming and stabbing us in the back.
Okay. You can guard yourself for sure.
I think I rolled Ireena's initiative again because I forget every time.
That's okay.
Yeah, you can remove the Ireena.
Ileena. You got it.
Yes. I think I will move up to here. And then I will shout to the knight that Agenos has been put to rest. I am here to take command. There is no need for bloodshed. Obey me. Obey me.
You say this. How would you like to bolster your claim to power? Because you can just say it. Anybody can say it.
Anybody can... True. Shit.
Kitty.
Can... Okay, let me see here, because that's I do not know. Can I manifest something?
Do you want to manifest something? You can also just use your charisma abilities if you want to try.
Oh yeah, well, I wanna of course try my maybe probably persuade him.
Persuade him?
Knowledge.
Okay.
Yeah, I would say persuade him. Yeah.
Well, he is currently loading up his crossbow, so it's not going to be easy. But we can have a charisma contest.
Okay, let's go.
That's a 8. So roll better than an 8.
11.
Hey,
Ooh.
barely.
Yeah.
This revenant makes eye contact with you and says, I don't know who you are. He will then shoulder his crossbow and take aim at you. But you have
That's
started
good.
the conversation.
I have. I certainly have.
We come to
That
Diana's
will-
turn.
Yeah, that will be it for me, I think.
Yes.
Okay, so persuasion isn't working on this guy again. Oh, is it?
That started to.
Sorry.
Based on
So-
the way this happened last time, it's going to take 3 checks. You need 3 successes. If you get 3 failures, they become unreachable. If you get 3 successes, they're on your side. And you can do anything with those checks that you would like to do. But they will be swearing allegiance to Ileena as part of their new oaths.
Yeah, might rename this into I don't know.
The order of the Archers General.
Yeah, of course.
I think I'll just say, just something simple. If you come with us, you can gaze upon the glory of Ivanvost once more. We have returned him to his crypt. And yeah,
Interesting angle.
I don't know.
That sounds like a persuasion to me.
Yeah, I'm trying to persuade them. That's why do I keep clicking performance?
Oh, it's all good.
I'm so bad.
Like before, he does not believe you.
I'm so bad at this.
And he says,
Okay.
Ivanvost is dead, as will you be. he will then train his crossbow on you, Diana, and try to shoot you in the face. Actually, first he's going to say, when he says, Argynvost is dead, as you will soon be. His eyes will go wide with the red coals burning within as he swears vengeance upon you.
Oh no. Oh no.
So,
Which he's
it was nice knowing Diana.
with that, he's going to make his crossbow attack. So he fires off a bolt. It is a miss. So it goes wide. But that is his
I
turn.
think I'll leave the persuasion to you, Ilena.
Volk.
Alright, enemy is... What's going on here? This black shadow? Oh, that's the hole.
Yeah, that's where they fell through the floor.
Right, so I'm going to... He's right there? Oh, he's got slow?
No, he's concentrating.
Oh,
He
okay. I
passed
thought
his hunter's
the
mark
clock
ability.
was. I thought the clock was slow, because that's what it was last time. So I am technically here. So I am going to land on the ground, and I'm going to do something that worked fairly well against these guys last time, and I'm going to call lightning.
That works.
I'm
Now-
going to unwild shape, obviously.
Okay. Are you just going to target the guy that's up here? Because there are
One
people who
second.
aren't fighting you in the floor below.
I'm gonna, I can only do one spot.
Okay.
So 10 feet tall with a 60-foot radius, centered on a point you can see within range above you. So a point in the air, big storm cloud with a 60-foot radius, that's...
The whole roof
How
base.
big is that?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60.
That's
That's
a
a
It's
pretty
not
big
that.
radius.
10, 20, 30... Oh, radius.
Yeah,
it's
it's
the
a
whole roof.
radius.
Yeah, so I don't really have to worry about the range then.
Yeah.
Because I can only attack people underneath the circle. So that happens. I'm going to cast it at 3rd level. And once again, it does not go to the chat when I try to cast it. My spell save is 18, not 15. I don't know why it doesn't work. And it is 3d10 lightning damage on a failed save, or half as much on a successful one. Where is it? Yes, anyone within 5 feet of the point. So I put it here, I guess. And anyone with 5 feet, which is this guy, her cow.
So this
gets
is the
lightning.
radius, the 60-foot radius.
Oh god.
Is that a 60-foot radius?
Yeah, it is 60 foot.
Yeah, because the map is really, really big.
Okay.
Like,
That's a 45-foot radius.
10,
Turn bigger,
20,
Spencer.
40, 50, 60,
I'll draw it myself since I'm the one in.
90,
That's 10.
wait,
That's
100,
20 radius.
120,
That's
there you go. Sorry. Messed that up.
no.
Okay. Yeah, so I just kind of over the. Yep. So make a.
Deck save. Not something they're good at.
Yes. So he takes 18 damage, which is
Okay.
pretty average for 3d10.
Yeah. He takes that
A
8
little
damage
over
of lightning.
average. All right.
All right. And then we're going to jump all the way back up to Godfrey's turn. Yeah, I think Vladimir's just going to let this happen. I don't think he's going to interfere just yet.
Okay, so Godfrey will probably... Yeah, Godfrey will go here. And... Godfrey will... Champions Challenge.
Okay.
So I need a wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
And if they fail...
It's a 12. It's a fail.
He cannot move 30 feet away from Godfrey.
Okay. Good to know. Good to know.
Yep, that's it for Godfrey.
Yeah. He comes in. He bellows his challenge. He says, "You were my brother once. We bore arms together, and we will face one another this day, unless you turn back on your ways. Face me. Face your crimes and remember our pain. We can do better."
Yes, that's what he will say.
Yep.
I guess. And yeah, that's it for him. I guess it's on yeah.
Okay. The Auroras. What's up?
Which still can't really do much. I guess I'll look at Ireena like, you want to help them out? I feel like you're more the talking to people about the old kind of person than me.
This is true. I also really like stabbing people.
He's really good at it. I think 30 feet was like basically down here. And she would, I guess...
It's a 20-foot drop or so she could easily make her way down there. Now that she knows she's going to do the drop.
Oh,
drop
if you say it like that, and I guess she can do that then instead of just walking down the stairs.
Yeah.
Like
It's
go
faster.
up to the others. I guess next turn she can try to convince people.
Okay.
Or meanwhile, just gonna...
Just hang out.
I'm confused. Does the... Oh, it goes further up, right?
Yep. This is the part that goes up. This is the part that goes down.
Any reason for me to go up? Not really, right?
Not really.
Is
Unless you
there
want to.
anything up here either?
Gargoyle, which scared Volk away earlier.
Is there any reason for us to even go up this one? I'm so confused. As to where we
You know that
actually want
there's
to go.
a beacon up there, which has a living silver flame, which in ages past could perform miracles if you bathed in it.
Oh, sure. Then I will actually go up to the gargoyle and like, hello.
Okay. Then this gargoyle is going to roll initiative.
Yep. And I guess let's step up. I will instantly hit it with a sacred flame, so it gets to do 2 rolls.
It's a 9. Not very tough.
This is 16 dexterity save, or take 23 radiant as well.
Dex save.
Yeah,
It's
it takes
11.
23
It's not a
radiant.
fail. A 23 radiant.
Enjoy, and it's my turn.
Okay.
Do I see the flame? Is it
You
actually
do. Yes.
Oh.
It is it's a big brazier, and inside of it is a flame of pure silver. And though it is clearly burning, there's no heat coming off of it whatsoever.
That's cool.
Ireena, it is your turn.
Yeah, I will move here. And I will look at the revenant. Remember your oaths, fallen knight? You have forgotten them for centuries. Now it's time to pick them up again.
That sounds to me like intimidation.
Alright. Something which I'm even worse? That's... No, actually the same. Oh
No.
Ah!
It doesn't like that. This revenant.
Please,
That's a tie. Well, damn. Yeah. Ties go to the attacker. So he tries mightily to resist you with all his strength, but the command you layer into your voice is such that he cringes a bit, and he begins to lower his crossbow, but
Again.
he's not quite ready. Shakes his head. And he says,
That?
What's that?
No, go ahead.
Yeah, he shakes his head and he says, I know my purpose. We have to make him suffer.
Yeah. But that's roll, Spencer.
That was a damn good roll.
Yeah, that's it for me.
Yeah. Diana's turn.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know. Would it be possible for me to help Ireena? Use the help action?
Sure. How would you like to help
Yeah.
Ilena? Because this is a charisma check, so you need to help sell her plea in some way.
I will just... I'll back up. I'll like run around this little bit of bubble back to her and I'll just say, what's the angle that you're going for next?
Oh, that's the right. Pretty much, oaths. That's kind of what works. I'll try to persuade him.
What can I do to help you persuade him? What down a note to do?
It's a good question.
That's
What's
good.
Diana know about oaths?
Yeah.
I don't know if there's much I can do. I think I'll just take the dodge action first, so he can't hit me with his crossbow.
Okay. On this knight's turn, it is going to smirk at Godfrey, and it will say, or he will say, "Your powers have less control than you think, old teacher." And then he will move up to Godfrey, 5, 10, 15, 20, 5, to the other side of Godfrey so he can make eye contact with Diana. And then his mouth will drop open and his eyes will burn deep pits at the back of his skull as he hits you with a vengeful glare. I need you to make a wisdom saving throw, Diana.
Okay. This guy's an undead, so I have advantage.
Yeah, you do.
19.
You succeed.
Ooh.
You are not paralyzed.
Okay, great.
Wow. Paralyzed. Wow. That's scary.
That is its turn. We come to the gargoyle's turn. So the gargoyle is going to turn its mighty axe upon you, Rory, which I do not have in the stat block. So I will just use the claw attack instead and upgrade it to D10 because it is an axe.
Pain.
We can hit. Oh, I guess Ireena is not there, so I only have 19 AC.
It does not hit. Does it have 2 attacks? It does have 2 attacks. And then it will try to bite you. It is a 6.
Nope.
This is not a very good enemy. Slash and a bite, can't find purchase on you. We come to Volk's turn.
Same spot. Not the same spot. I guess right here instead.
Gotcha.
So it doesn't get Godfrey. He gets lightninged. 3d10.
That's a fail.
Rolled 8. DC 18.
Okay. That's not a very high roll.
Dexterity.
It's a little below average.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's all.
Yeah.
I kind of cower behind a thing.
Very fitting. Very fitting. Godfrey's turn. So what would you like Godfrey to do? And then I will provide the roleplay.
Godfrey will just be like, he'll use the help action
Okay.
for me,
That to
and
me-
he'll be I think he'll be like, if it makes sense, like Shreddy turned two of us to the oaths.
Yeah, so in that case, he'll say, he'll get up real close and he'll say, I remember you, Anthony. You were young when you came to us, weren't you? You remember the training, you remember Argynvost, kind old man with wisdom in his eyes. She has that same wisdom. She has those same insights. Remember who you were. Remember who you can be again. So you'll have advantage on your next one.
Yes, thank you.
Rory, you want to destroy this gargoyle or what?
That's a plan. Let's get smacked. So dexterity save or 14 radiant.
14
Yeah.
radiant. This gargoyle is taking a beating.
He's still alive, I guess.
Yes, he's still up.
So I will move like here, closer to the flame, I guess.
It's in the
I
center
don't know
of
where
the
the
room.
bridge is.
Right in the
I'm guessing
center of the
like
room. Yeah.
here.
I can put a little token down for that.
I think the one with the clock is the Revenant, right?
Yes.
Yep.
He is concentrating on whatchamacallit? Spell.
Vengeful glare.
Yeah, Vengeful Glare.
Ireena is gonna go up and is gonna remind him of the original oath that he has sworn, that he swears those for life, and it is not something he can just brush aside when he means to, when he doesn't like it anymore.
Yeah. So she will come and she will. Yeah. So she will approach
Realize,
him.
alright, she's a paladin, she's very charismatic and is very good at
She'll
persuading.
say,
Yeah.
I know you are hurting. I know you have lost, and I know you have suffered, and I know you are angry. I was angry too. I have lost, I have suffered, and I have done things I am not proud of, and I would rather forget. But I can't forget. We don't have the luxury of forgetting. We have to live with what we have done, and we have to move on. We have to do better. You can be better, as I have become better than who I was. I have grown past my pain, and I know you can as well. I believe that's 2 of 3.
I believe so.
I think it's 3.
No, it's 3 because I succeeded 2 in a row.
You're right. So with that, there's a change on his face, and he drops concentration on the Vengeful Glare. Yeah, and he will look at Ireena and he will say, "We killed you." And she looks back and she says, "You didn't kill me." And regardless, I'm here. You're here. Let it go. He nods, and he will look between Godfrey and Ireena and you, Ilena, and Diana, and he will lower his crossbow, and he will say, "I don't know how to live with it. We lost everything." At that point, there's a clapping from below, slow clap. And villain music starts playing. One-Winged Angel starts playing. As you hear Vladimir's voice call out, and he says, well done, heroes, champions of good and law and order and all that madness, all that ridiculous nonsense." And you can see him approaching you from below. Alistar out. Bodyguards at his side. as we close the session, he will call up to you and he will say, none of us forgot the pain. We forgot the details from time to time, perhaps, but we remember the pain. We remember the evil that was paid to us. We will pay it back, and we will never forget that pain. And Godfrey will call back to him and he will say, Vladimir, it is not enough to hate evil, no matter how completely or fervently we do. You must love what is good. You must love the journey we walked and the journey we can walk again. It is the passion for life that sustains us. Love turns a dead heart of ice to one of living flesh. To love is to live, Vladimir. I loved you once. Don't you remember that love? Vladimir will set his jaw as he looks up, and he says, I remember everything, Godfrey. We were young then. We were innocent. We had fun once. But this is not a world that permits such childish things. Pity is a weakness. Mercy is weakness. To feel, that is weakness. To feel is to be a boy. And to be a boy is to be a slave. I am not a slave. I am a man. I am vengeance. Strahd will never leave this place. He will never know peace. Would you remember what he stole from us? Remember what he took. Remember what he took from us. Godfrey shakes his head and he says, to close the session, he took from us, yes. And he hurt us, yes. But I am still here. We are still here, and you are still here. Strahd may have killed us, but you, Vladimir, your hatred destroyed us. For spite, you have held half-assed to your pain and forgotten all else, the very thing that brought us together. I am sorry, my love. I had hoped. But I can't let you do this. The suffering must end. We must be set free. And the people of this land must be set free. Goodbye, my love. And Vladimir doesn't say anything else. He just closes his heart, and a veil of ancient hatred falls over his face as he prepares to join the fight. And that is session 41.
Nice.
Thank you for playing.
Woo!